one day that it's not even the top of his head. He only would dye his beard with Just for Men. He finally told me, and I'm just like, well, it's nothing to
I
hide. Like,
think
why
they
did you just
make a
tell me that
product
before?
for beards, don't they? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
They
thought
do.
so. Yeah.
Imagine.
I've
So
maybe.
never bearded it, so I wouldn't
dye
know.
his
I
beard.
don't
You should
You
know.
might
try
not
it.
want to, Joey.
I
Maybe
tried
all
to
the white
challenge Joey to a
hairs.
beard off because apparently beneath that shirt, Joey's wearing another shirt
No,
that he
I
just
can
Exactly.
grows
The hair
naturally.
shirt?
I can grow a beard.
Ugh.
I can grow a beard in a week, like straight up. I've
But
done it before.
he won't meet the challenge, man. He won't give me the beard
No,
off.
Go for it, man. We're gonna have to do a beard growing contest one day or
I'm
something
not
like
gonna
that.
get any. I won't get any kisses if I start growing facial hair
The
out.
wife, the
So
wife vetoed it.
Not from me, anyway.
that's true. And that's the problem right
Yeah,
there.
whose
My
wife exactly?
David insists on, it's like no beard for you, and I'm like, dang it, man, come
gotta-
on, and he's like,
Gotta
never.
pretend you're a girl at least.
Oh, maybe David's the girl in this relationship, a bald-headed girl, but still.
Listen. Some people swing that way and they do the whole dress, everything.
Yeah.
Our former
I wanna
a former president there, they had a chief of staff who was that and got arrested for stealing luggage off an airplane.
What?
They're like head of nuclear science. They were like it was something like nuclear or like something head of state or something like that. I saw it on the news. I was like, this can't be real. I'm like, this is an Onion article. No, it's legit.
An onion article.
Like
Yeah,
someone in the
sometimes
Hoover
it's
administration
hard
or
to-
something? Like
It's
No,
hard
it
to
was,
tell.
it was Biden's. It was Biden, so anything was happening. You know.
Hoover administration.
That's a ways away. 100 years ago.
Yes, on this day.
All
I
right.
think I'd
well,
heard he was a cross-dresser anyway, so all the
you,
presidents
you're
got
thinking
weird
of the
secrets.
head of the FBI, Herbert.
Yeah.
Not Herbert.
Oh,
J.
oh.
Edgar.
Yeah,
That's right, J. Edgar
Yeah.
Hoover. That's right.
Yeah.
That's why he created the Hoover Dam and had Transformers in it. It was obfuscated all.
It was just
Is that what it was?
That that subtext was missed in the 2007 movie.
It all makes sense now.
Does it? Does it really, Joey?
I mean, gosh, it could, I guess, if you pretend hard enough.
It makes Bayverse sense.
Yeah.
That's the kind of
There
sense
you
it
go.
makes.
There we go. That's it.
All right. Well, if you cats are ready to get started,
Yep,
Sure.
all right, we're going to be all professional about this and stuff.
professional.
I know,
It's the only way
right?
I know how to be.
Well, I mean, we can. Sean's not here.
Yeah.
Well,
Nothing's getting
Our
edited.
most
Nothing's getting
professional
edited out.
guy. Yeah.
so what you're telling me is I don't have to worry about my my script getting stepped on tonight. Is that what you're
Yep.
telling me? All right, we'll see
Yep.
how that goes.
Okay.
All right, so 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Grumpy Old Fan Podcast, episode number 52, August 4th, 2026. Are you ready to rumble?
I didn't realize we were watching wrestling this week.
Yeah, well, we weren't, but hey, I guess I could do an imitation of a groundhog.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in this corner we have
The grumpy old
Bob and his
groundhog.
groundhog impression.
You might get sued. Wasn't he going after people that were doing
Who,
Let's
the
Get
Ready
Ready
to Go Rumble guy?
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine if you've got a signature sound and somebody's doing it and getting paid for it, which nobody's paying us here.
The Let's Get Ready to Rumble guy, he's doing
fine. He's
No. What I was going to say is he does stereotypical announcer voice.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
There's nothing special about what he's doing.
He did kind
Anybody
of have
that anybody that's somewhat capable of pulling that off can do the exact same thing. There we go. I know Mike
There we
can. You've performed it before on the live.
here and there, but I mean, for him, it's a signature style that I think he tried to get some kind of copyright on or something
Well,
like that he could. And I forget how that turned out, but man, that was probably what 20, 25 years ago. So and I remember it was a big deal on a Sega Dreamcast game. They had him in a boxing game that they had, but they actually got him and paid him a lot of money just to be able to do to have his voice announce all the fights for the video game. So man, he seems like he was a big deal for a little while, and now you never
He
hear
was.
from him. And
Well,
I don't know if he retired or what.
I mean, it's possible if you're saying that the suit was 25 years ago. I don't know how
Who
old he
knows?
was then.
Yeah, I
Didn't
think it
he?
all was, but I don't ever hear him or see anybody trying to cop that style anymore. So.
Well, in the Rocky movie where he battles against Hulk Hogan, the announcer had that. So I don't know if that's the same guy or not.
Huh.
And that
Is
would
that
have been
number
in the
3?
'80s.
That's the mustachio guy, right? He had the
Hulk Hogan, or do you mean the
no, no,
announcer?
no.
No,
The
Rocky, Rocky
announcer?
the
3, the
announcer.
announcer. Yeah, because he was like, he comes out at the end, and it's a draw. It's a draw. See you next year. Thank God. Or maybe y'all haven't seen it as much as I have, and that's
Michael
okay.
Buffer is the guy's name.
He had a branded energy drink that you can get at Big Lots, and I got
Really?
several of them for like 2 cents
According
when
to this,
Big Lots closed.
he's 81 and he's still kicking around,
Listen.
active in his career.
Huh.
So,
Give us a fast stock food review on that energy drink, Nathan. How'd it turn out?
Yeah, I don't. It wasn't that good because it was just here's the packaging. It's like cool packaging, probably from Boston American, which is known for making crappy products. Just has
It was
new brand.
from the sweat of those boxers.
Exactly. It was their gym shorts.
He
He
hoarded
stuck
it
in
for
and,
several
and
years.
squeezed it out.
Yeah, it's the
Yuck.
squeezins and other jock
Mm.
straps into a bottle.
Ugh. Sounds horrible.
that'll put some hair on your chest, son.
Yeah, those boxes are in good shape. It might do something positive for
There's
you.
some of the steroids got in.
Yeah,
That's right.
electrolytes, steroids, and a couple of mystery ingredients. too, I'm
Yep.
sure.
Probably some antidepressants in there.
Some booze.
Antidepressants.
All right. Well, as
Oh.
always, let's start,
Get on with the
Nathan,
news.
with the news.
Video kill. Yep, because Video killed the radio star with the premiere of MTV 45 years ago on August 1st, 1981.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say MTV. I think now is just known for that logo.
That's
like
why
now it's
I put in
yeah.
there. Does anyone
Yeah,
remember,
does anyone remember?
when they played music videos?
I do.
I do. Yeah.
Yep. It's been a
I
minute.
mean, my dad told me about that
about back in the day when the
before my
MTV,
time.
the M actually stand for music, and they played it all the time.
Yep, before Beavis and Butthead.
It was, yep,
You know.
before Beavis and
Yes.
Butthead, before the Real
Daria.
World, before I want to say like Teen Mom, whatever other crap they put on there.
Wasn't there
Oh,
a
yeah,
Spider-Man
that is
show that was on MTV?
There was
Like
there was a
during
Spider-Man
during
animated.
it was during the Raimi movies. It
Yep.
was heavily influenced by Raimi.
It was the electric company.
Yeah. No.
That was on MTV.
No, it was Neil. No, it had
The
Neil
music
Pe-
track
Neil-
was "When you turn it on."
I mean,
we're
Rob
gonna
Zombie.
give you the power to do it.
Rob Zombie was in that show, so it makes sense. He was the lizard on that.
Oh, was he? Oh, so he did the
Yeah.
voice of the lizard.
Yeah, and Dr.
No,
Connors,
they
which
just
is-
filmed him.
Yeah, he's like
Just that-
More lizard than lizard. More lizard than lizard.
That's funny.
So, for those of you who know, MTV kind of created the second wave, as it would be, of artists coming from the UK or the new wave back in the
yes.
That was my
80s.
style. Yeah.
Yeah, because apparently they did a lot more videos than American artists did, so they had a pretty big catalog of that music, which popularized it here in the U.S. So
Because they were still like they had Michael Jackson and stuff, but I mean a lot of
that
a
took
lot of the things coming out of them was still hair metal and
that
and
actually took a
wasn't
while. MTV had a unofficial policy of no black artist. And Michael
Really?
Jackson, who was very well known since the 70s and
That's
very
right.
popular, it took some.
I've heard of him.
Yeah,
it?
their concern was is that the fans in Kansas might not appreciate seeing the colored folk on the TV. So
Yeah,
Oh,
those people that
they'll
live in the South
survive.
are weird. Huh, Joey?
Were they for real blaming it on people in Kansas or?
well,
No,
it used
Bob's
to be
just
there was
picking
a
on
there was a
Kansas.
there used to be a saying. How will it play in Kansas when it came to broadcast television and cable TV? So the idea is that if somebody got offended in Kansas, they would call the FCC, and then the FCC might levy some sort of fine against the broadcaster. Of course, now pretty much anything goes, but that's mostly because streaming is not technically regulated by Federal Communications Commission.
Correct.
The airwaves originally, radio was regulated by the Navy. And then they created the FCC, and the reason they did that is the industry came to the federal government and said, "Man, we need somebody to straighten this out because we got people broadcasting over each other." It was the Wild West during that
Mhm.
time period, and so they created a regulatory agency, and
Hmm.
they created what were, I guess, known as decency or obscenity laws. The Comics Code Authority was actually kind of based on those obscenity laws too, the moral codes from, I want to say, the 1940s, something like that. I think that code
Somewhere in
kicked
there.
in. Yeah, I think code kicked in 48. No, it was
Though,
later than that. It was in the 50s,
though
wasn't it?
it was something like that. Though I don't think any of those parents read any of those books. They're just like Superman stamp, like
They
to a
did. No,
degree.
the Comics Code Authority was a private company. It was a self-regulating agency. The reason they did it is they didn't want the feds coming in and doing it for them.
Yep.
It's the
And
same
that's
with movies. That was the MPAA, I think it was. They that was a private
Mhm.
company that
MPA
did the ratings.
MPAA. Yep.
Yep.
Hmm. It's funny because
So.
when they started giving ratings to video games, then it almost just gave them more license to put whatever they want in it to make an M
Well, that came out
rating.
of the Tipper Gore era of
Right.
Yeah.
them putting for like, what did it say? It was a black label that they put on
Yeah.
there. What was it? I forget
I
exactly
think
what it said. Not adults only or mature or something
it was
like
it was
that.
because of like Mortal Kombat and Doom, and then all of a sudden they just said like, well, okay, we'll put a rating system in, and all that did was give license to make stuff that was far more graphic and worse and had.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, I
Thank
remember
you.
Twisted Metal Black was
Exactly.
the first one I heard an F word in. I'm like, what? You can't say that in a video game. So it was very strange.
surprise.
But
But yeah,
I
you
no, I
can. Sorry, no, you're good.
I was just gonna say about MTV how when I think when we got cable finally around here, and I would watch MTV, it was probably like 90 91, and that's about the time where late at night I would watch reruns of Speed Racer, and then they had a little show called Liquid Television
Mm-hmm.
that had
Mhm.
all
Yeah, the
Yep.
kinds of cool
Max and
stuff, and Eon
Aeon
Jimmy the
Flux
Flux.
Head.
was on
So
Aeon
Eon
there,
Flux.
Flux, right?
and the first
Yep.
Beavis and Butthead shorts and stuff.
Yep.
So
Well, it was
yeah, it was
Inbred
great.
Jed was
Yeah,
the first ones that Mike Judge did. Yep.
right.
I've
Yeah,
never even heard of that.
Well, the main character sounded a lot like Hank Hill.
Hank Hill. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
Okay.
because Mike
Okay.
Judge did most of the voices. So early on with Beavis and Butthead, Mike Judge was just talking to himself. He's doing both voices.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. So it was a pretty thin budget. I do remember MTV
You could
having a
tell.
contest one time. It was a call-in contest, and it was live. And the
Oh
first person
my,
that called in, the call dropped.
nice.
The second person that called technically was first caller. So
That's funny.
when I was watching it, because MTV had kind of a reputation for kind of like being a fly by the seat of their pants group. So they were always screwing up something somehow. I was watching this and thinking to myself, I think I'm gonna F this up. And there it was. First
There
caller
you
got
go.
dropped.
They
Made
flip
it
the
kind of fun.
camera. They flip the camera. Someone's putting their pants on or something. Or something like being
Oh
dressed.
my.
Sounds like it was just like indie television, like what UHF is, the
Oh
movie,
yeah.
you know, or more
Absolutely.
like that.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
sounds awesome.
it was a scrappy little organization. I mean, you remember MTV News and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
You know, they would,
That I remember.
and occasionally they would actually have real news, not just like music news, just depending on what was going on in the world.
I very specifically remember as a young man seeing Daisy Fuentes.
Uh-huh.
Daisy Fuentes on there. So I wonder whatever
Changed your
happened to her.
life.
Right.
Puberty.
I remember just seeing. Well, see, I didn't really. I didn't have access to actually watch MTV until I went off to college.
Same.
Okay.
Yep. Same
Because it was
here.
in the dorms.
In the dorms. There you go.
That's
There
right.
you go. So my first wow, I didn't know they could look like that was Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah. Yeah, watching Singled Out.
Yes, that's what it, because I
I
couldn't think of the name of the show.
I would watch that with my friends, and we'd be sitting there, and they'd be having the different contestants and stuff up there. And I would always say to my buddy Scott, I'm just like, "Can't we go out with the hostess? Because I think I like her the most."
Yeah, it's like
Granted,
that's the
kind of a
only
nut
reason.
job, but
Like
she's a cute nut job.
me and my roommates, she was the only reason we watched the show at all. So I couldn't care less about anything else. Just like,
Right.
you know,
Yeah, I definitely
I
caught it
remember.
during the real world era. I think like second season, something like that. And of
Oh
course,
wow.
Beavis and Butthead. But same deal. We didn't have cable at my house when I was a kid,
No.
and wasn't until I went to college and started living in like apartments and I never lived in a dorm, but living in an apartment, you always had basic or basic expanded cable. So that would have been my first exposure to that.
Well, happy birthday, MTV. I didn't realize it
Yep.
was only like 3 weeks younger than me. It's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Makes you feel real old. Next Monday and Tuesday, August 10th and the 11th, Hasbro Pulse exclusives will be going up. Are these the? I'm assuming these are the SDCC.
They are the SDCC ones.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get me
So
that sweet Spider-Man.
we're all gonna be spending way too much
I
money.
don't know. I mean, are you a Pulse
A Pulse premium member.
You don't have to be. You
Well,
get it the
he's
next
got
day.
he's
I
got
don't
a
think it's
best
gonna
friend.
sell out.
That's
He's got a
whole
best
24
he's got a
hours.
best
I
friend
don't
named
know about
Sean.
that.
What was that?
He's got a best friend named Sean to help him.
Oh
Give him a
well,
couple of
I
spares.
don't have to have them order it for me. I'll just wait till the next day. I'm sure
Oh,
they'll be
that's
there
fair.
good and plenty.
What did they have for good exclusives? Because
Yeah,
I
the
kind of was.
Spider-Mans, you're probably right. Those Transformer
Yeah.
ones I'm worried about, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you're worried about
The tapes.
the Transformers crossover with Jim.
Yeah.
Yep, and also the cereal box.
That one is, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't.
Yeah.
But if I don't get the gem set, I'll be upset.
I would
Hey,
think that they would have
same.
sense enough to make sure that there's going to be good and plenty for everybody other than just Hasbro Pulse exclusive people.
I think
Oh,
I
I
think
don't
they
think
will
so.
because you can
No.
still get that Jetfire. You can still get that Super Scroll that you have, Bob.
Yeah, I
That
got
was-
the Super
that-
Scroll, and that
yeah,
Super
'cause
Scroll's
that's
been
from
out for
last
a
year.
minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's true. But, I don't, it doesn't really help them to have inventory last to the second day because it helps them sell more Pulse Premium memberships if they sell
Yeah,
out.
Exactly.
I suppose. I mean, what they make up for though, I would imagine they would lose in shipping. If you're just ordering one thing and it's under the $100 mark, my goal is to order more than
Well,
$100
but it's like
worth.
$70.
Well, I
right?
gonna get more than one thing.
The gym thing, wasn't it? Is it not 60?
Yeah, Jim and the Holograms thing is 60. Spider-Man is 85.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah,
cereal
no, but I
box
mean the
is 70.
membership. How
Yeah,
much is
cereal
the
box is
membership now?
75.
50.
Oh,
I think
50?
it's still
Okay.
50, yeah.
So yeah,
I haven't
I
had a
don't, I
membership
don't think
in
I'm gonna have a
probably 2 years now.
I don't think I'm
Same.
gonna have a problem giving Hasbro the amount of money I need for free shipping.
Yeah.
Waste of cost these days is pretty easy to hit $100.
That's
Uh-huh.
true. That's two deluxes.
Gee whiz.
That's. But yeah, we will be spending a lot of money those days. I'll have to line up my brakes on that one. Target pre-orders for More Than Meets the Eye Starscream Prowl have been canceled.
Yep.
Surprise,
Starscream,
surprise.
apparently.
And
too
the
now.
Insecticon too.
Yeah.
Mine was canceled today.
What up with
Basically,
that?
like all Target
Apparently everyone
exclusives
was.
got canceled this
Mhm.
morning. And in fact, I'll tell you this much: I'm a little proud of myself because I saw that, and then I saw it on the threads where people was talking about getting it from different sources like
CMD.
AliExpress,
Oh,
right,
yeah.
or whatever. So I actually got onto AliExpress and I look and I find one that was like for $55. I'm like, okay, and then the shipping was like another 30 or 40 on top of it with taxes or something. And so I got looking. I was just about to put in my credit card information. I'm looking. I'm like, wait, like $94 for Starscream. Like I want to finish the
Not
trio.
that bad.
But
you
not for
Well, I
not
just
for
don't like
94.
Starscream that much in general, which don't get me wrong. Like he's, one of my favorite old characters and everything, sure. But I don't like
Yeah.
him enough to spend $100 for one where th're
No.
hopefully, probably gonna find a way to re-release him sometime in the next year or two anyway.
Yeah,
most likely.
100% that there will be a general retail release
Yeah.
of Starscream, probably with
There
some
has to be.
different except like the
Crown.
it'll
or
probably have the crown and the coronation
Yeah.
gear, and it'll be like $60.
something. Yeah.
So
I
any
would say
theories as to why they canceled?
Intern
the
could have
good-
hit a button and just someone screwed
No,
something up.
no, they're blaming Hasbro. They're saying they couldn't get enough quantity.
Dang it, Hasbro.
So
Yeah,
David, it sounds like
CMD
you,
must have sucked up all the quantity.
David, it sounds like you have a job that you have a little bit more insight on this stuff than the rest of us do.
I work with clients, so I know the stuff that they do behind retail, but I don't have any specific insight on Hasbro
Well, I
or
didn't mean
Target.
specifically
Yeah,
Hasbro and Target. I just meant
yeah,
generally speaking. But
yeah.
I've kind of thought it was okay. So I've had the same thing happen to me with
Mm.
Target once, but it was been a few years ago. With Walmart several times, and with Amazon a couple of times, and
Yeah.
it's always been Hasbro product.
Hmm.
So it seems to boil down to maybe Hasbro,
Well,
since it's the same company for three different sellers,
so
right?
here's the weird thing. So you remember that reissue they did of Hot Rod where he was facing the wrong direction in the box that
Uh-huh.
was being sold through Walmart?
Yes.
So I
Yeah,
had
yeah.
that ordered at Walmart. They canceled it, but they actually had it in the store, and I just went and picked it up there.
That's what I
Yeah.
did with Netflix Mirage. I ordered it.
Mhm.
It got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
2 days before, I went into Walmart and I saw it on the shelf. I'm like,
Mhm.
but I have it on pre-order. And then I got canceled, and I kicked myself because I went back in and it was gone.
And I thought they were picking things from the retail store for.
So
That's what you'd think.
there's two things. So one, Walmart in general is just shitty as all fuck.
Yes, yes, they are.
And so yeah, I mean I would say in this case, it's probably a Hasbro issue. In the Walmart cases, is probably 50-50 Hasbro and Walmart. But I will tell you that the retailers, what they'll do, if they've got a product and they're doing a pre-order, they will ship quantity to their store and worry about the pre-orders later because in their mind they've already got you on the hook.
Mm-hmm. They already
Right.
got your money. It's monopoly
Mhm.
rents mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
if they can sell 100, I'm just gonna boil it down to small numbers, but if they can sell 100 units on the pegs and they still have you pre-ordered, then they'll deal with you later because they know they've got your money.
Mm-hmm. That's a
Gotcha.
backwards way of thinking about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you think pre-orders would be first. Like,
Yeah, because they're the
Yeah.
people that
Or
are
you think they
guaranteed
would
they're
just
gonna
have a
It's in the
division?
Well,
name.
but the
Free.
point of the point of having exclusives is to get you in store.
I see.
but you
So
have to have them on the shelves in Walmart when
It's
it comes
shop
to
bait is what it
exclusives.
is.
it is
Yeah.
it is to drive store traffic. And
Yep.
so those will be orchestrated around like key seasonality time periods that they want to have that boost of foot traffic. And so yeah, so fulfilling one item on a pre-order doesn't help them at all. So that is deprioritized versus ship them to the store and then hopefully we get them. Like stupid ass me that's been at Target like basically every day
Trying to
for the
look for a
past 2 weeks.
Starscream.
Yeah.
Buddy, don't
So-
beat yourself up. We've all done the same thing.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we've all done the same thing.
And with the exclusives, especially for Walmart, I'm gonna say this having worked receiving, a lot of the times when it comes to when that stuff comes in the store and it's an LTO or like something like of that nature,
Yeah.
you're supposed to go communicate with that department on where to put it to go out. A lot of times
Yeah.
they say we don't care, so it gets put wherever because
Right.
the people receiving don't give a crap. They just want it off their floor,
So
so it gets shoved in a corner.
Yeah.
here's my thought. So I mean, Walmart, yeah, it's brick and mortar shop, but they have
Mhm.
warehouse, they have distribution. Why they have not set up an infrastructure that is very much like Amazon, where they could sell direct to the customer, is kind of a mystery to me. And they
What
could
do you mean?
just, have a hub that is fed by their larger warehouses that distributes out to their online customers.
Well, Bob, if you look at their website,
don't
they
know
have a
what
bunch
you
of
mean, though.
third-party sellers.
Yeah.
Well,
on there.
yeah, they all do that.
I mean, they
though.
basically are like Amazon.
Yeah.
Well, I did say for all the trouble that they have for these pre-orders,
Mm.
that they should, as a favor to the fans, after all of this, they need to add him into the made-to-order Rainmakers with Sunstorm
There you
as
go.
a free fifth figure. While they're already got the mold sitting there and they're injecting the colors and everything. So, come on, Hasbro, throw us a bone. I know you won't, but I dare you to.
No,
They won't.
they need to give us a red one so that we'll have the whole like Sentai
Mm.
Power Rangers lineup.
There
There
you
you
go. And
go.
then you got to make a pink one.
Yeah. That's
You
true.
can't call it Floyd though. 'Cause
I like
Mortal
that kind of
Kombat
thinking.
Mortal Kombat took that. They
Oh.
made a pink ninja and called him Floyd.
What was the
Now-
Target
now,
red
David.
one called? Red Wing?
Red Wing?
Yeah, Red
Yeah.
Wing.
now David's got me thinking that I want to have a set of golden pauldrons like from the Coronation set that I
Hmm.
can put on the green one for Acid Storm and make myself a Green Ranger Seeker.
That's right.
There you
100%.
go.
Rad. All
He
right,
should come
there's
with
my
a little
next
flute.
custom. Yeah,
That somehow
a
he's
little
playing
dagger
through the
one.
mask somehow.
Yes, exactly. He's just
Someone,
blowing really hard.
someone
Nathan.
pointed that out the other day. I was like, oh wait,
Like,
that doesn't work.
Yes. Yep.
oh man.
But yeah,
You know,
Takara.
I know that we live in a different time. I understand that, but you know, you rewind 20 years ago. 20 years ago, that's a long time. That's like basically Nathan's whole life. But you
Yeah.
could go into,
Almost.
yeah, well,
He and me both. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
right, you and David and Nathan.
20,
Yeah.
20
I mean, they're
years
barely out of
times
high
at this
school.
almost point. Oh, times three.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's right 20 years ago, back when like that's when Classics was out, right?
Hmm.
Classics and
20,
Gener.
20 years.
All the
Yeah.
All
chug
right.
stuff.
So
Yep.
you could go to Walmart
Mhm.
at any Walmart really anytime you wanted to, and it would be the release date. And I'm pretty sure I've said this probably before, probably about something else, but they would be there.
Yep.
If I saw it in Toy Fair, all right, and they're going to come out with Starscream, and they're going to come out with Bumblebee, and they're going to come out with
Astro Train.
Hot Rod,
Yes.
Astro Train, all of the
Hmm.
ones, and because all of you guys got Toy Fair back in the day, maybe not Nathan, I don't know, but
Oh,
right,
yeah,
all
totally.
y'all, okay.
Hmm.
So they would have street dates on the page there. We're going to be released at the stores. You can go see it at the stores on this date. Lo and behold, at the store, if you went on that date, or maybe the day after, or even heck, man, a couple of weeks after, it would be there. It'd be
Pegs
right
and
there.
pegs
All of
of
them would
it.
be there. You could
Yeah.
go grab if you had enough money, you could be like, I want one of each. They would go
Yeah.
to the
Well, so two
check.
things. I don't have that experience because um, I remember I was into Power of the Force, Star Wars at that
Ooh.
time.
I was too. I
Yeah.
was too.
And I remember the hunt and having to hunt and having to look and find. The Transformers were always uh more easy to find, I think. So maybe with this, but I wasn't as much into Transformers at the time, but I do remember like them being in general like easier to find than like Star Wars or some of the other stuff that I was collecting.
Well, I did okay. So specifically, exactly what you're
Yeah.
talking about. I know you're talking Power of the
Yeah.
Force, but like you may be looking for something a little more, I don't know, niche in the line or whatever. But if you went, I remember if I had gone, if I did go to during the Attack of the Clones release date for all the figures,
Mhm.
uh, Revenge of the Sith release day of all the figures, went to it was the same Walmart,
Yeah.
uh, the one that I, hit sometimes on the way home from work. They had all the figures were there. And
Hmm.
I would remember Attack of the Clones. I ended up I shouldn't have because it was stupid, but I grabbed one of all of the Jedi Council. I just had them
Yeah.
all. I ended up getting like $100 worth of Star Wars figures, and then you come home and your wife's like, "What the heck?"
And that was like 20 or 25 figures back then. Yeah.
That was a
Yeah,
lot. It was
there
a
you
lot
go.
of way too much. It
Well,
was way
Star
too
Wars
many.
used to be kind of
Yeah.
evergreen. It doesn't seem to be as much so anymore on the pegs.
Hmm.
I am going to make an observation that we seem to be living parallel existences
Yeah.
because around that time, Star Wars was the main focus of my collection. And that was one because it was the main focus of what toys I had as a kid in the 70s.
Yeah.
And that carried over, when they came out with the reissue of the toys in the 90s. A lot of the ships that I've got, flying around in my room here are from that particular line. And then,
Yep.
the Power of the Force stuff that was coming out during the prequels. But slowly but surely, Star Wars got pushed out and Transformers took over. And
Same.
that maybe mostly just by, the fact that the Transformers movies came out, there was just a lot more product that was being pushed out there. Unfortunately, sometimes it was product I just didn't want because it
Yeah.
was too movie centric.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you didn't
I
want
would
a
say
Plo Koon or a Mala Mala. Yeah,
I'm not sure what either of those are.
Yeah.
What?
Star
Oh,
Wars
what?
figures.
You don't know who Mala Mala is?
I don't know. I know who Plo Koon is. I don't know
I
who Mala
do. I know
Mala is.
Ploki. I don't know
But
Mala Mala, but
my
Isn't
whole point
Mala
is you could
Chewie's
go.
wife from the
Yeah.
holiday
No.
oh,
special?
it's just
No,
Mala.
that's just Mala. There's
Yeah.
Mala Mala, who's a bird person.
Okay.
You could go at that time for really whatever you were looking for, maybe with a few exceptions, and you could go to the store and get it. You know what? I think today I
It's
want to go and get fill in the
mm,
blank thing, and I could go to the store and there it would be, and I could decide when I wanted to go to the store when I had the money to get
just
it.
a
I've got to wait
different
until I get
world,
paid.
man.
I
Yeah.
know it is. I know it is.
Yeah.
And I know that we live in a more online centric era, and that's not lost on me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the we still had an online presence back then for buying because I remember buying from Big Bad Toy Store
Yep.
and
Oh,
Robot
25 years
Kingdom.
ago, they just celebrated their 25th.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, I bought
And
from Big Bad and Robot Kingdom from
Yep.
back in like 2000 or 2001.
I
I
would
was
Get
get
the
buying a
some
shit
Japanese
ton of
Macross.
toys.
Gundams back then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
Macross Plus, Macross 7 Valkyries, and that from there.
and
And
there
see,
you
the
Hmm.
th
go.
I was just getting disposable income about that time in 2000, 2001, right?
Yes.
And so my thing was, I figured out really quick that I typically, if I wanted to save room and money and everything, I was just going to focus on just Transformers because I was kind of buying a little bit of everything for a while until I was okay. I got to focus to the thing that I really love the most. So
Yeah.
when 2001 comes out, Car Robots, the Robots in Disguise comes out, I was mad for that. Like I loved
Yep.
it so much. And the I think the only one
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
ever had trouble going and trying to find was it took an extra year or something like that for Black Convoy to come out for
Yeah. I never
Scourge.
found that one on pegs or
And
on
You talking
shelves.
about
and
Scourge?
I luckily did
Yes,
just because we had
Yeah.
Scourge.
a Toys R Us not too far from me. But
Yeah.
man, I probably went to that every day for the longest time trying to find Scourge. And it was one of the trains. It was the one that forms the legs, Midnight Express or J7
Who
Hmm.
or
knows?
whichever
Yeah.
way you go. So,
Yeah.
so like there was them, and then reading Toy Fair, reading the whole article, front page news story about Transformers Armada, and then like
Mhm.
I said, there was a street date. You knew to go and you could pick up any figure that you wanted at the time, and there was no shortage of them either. And that went all the way through with Energon, with Cybertron, with all
Yes.
of them up through classics as well, and then of course into the Bay movies, which I got like all the ones from the first movie, and then realized real quick it's not my jam. But yeah, that was the time was we never had to worry about any of this canceling a pre-order for one of the main, first tier characters like Starscream and letting that whole thing get canceled out from under your feet, or Prowl, who's right up there basically with that
Who has a
lineup.
track record of getting canceled? Because this is not the only toy of Prowl that has been canceled or
Yeah, that's true.
forgotten. So
So
Sad.
So I would say, okay, I'm thinking probably too far back. I would say that I didn't have problems going to the store and getting what I wanted until maybe about 10 years ago.
yeah, yeah,
Roughly
around
about
like
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
trying to find all the combiners that you needed for Combiner Wars was around when I think
Well,
I started to
there's I
notice,
think two
or the
things
Titans
going on.
Return.
One is they're just not making the same quantities as they were back then. So
Running thinner
there's
margins.
just well whatever. Yeah, I mean because yeah, I mean that started when they moved to Vietnam because
Hmm.
they had labor at a certain cost in China,
Hmm.
and then those costs started going up, so they've moved to Vietnam. So there was always like a squeeze on the margins
Sure. They're always
that's
chasing the
still
cheaper
playing
dollar.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're just not making nearly the quantities. I mean, I don't know what the numbers are, but I would guarantee you that whatever the Optimus and Bumblebee notwithstanding, because those things are just in a different strata. But you know, any figure that's produced today, if you compared it to like Classics Astro Train, which is not an A-lister, probably still had like double or triple the number of units made as what's made today. But the other thing
Yeah.
you keep talking about are street dates, and that's important because what a street date is the store receiving the product and then holding it until they've all agreed to release it,
Hmm.
Hmm.
versus today where, with the exception of exclusives, they get it, they put it up. So
So there
Yeah,
was a gentleman's agreement,
they put it on the
basically.
pallet,
y-
they put it
y-
on the floor, and
yeah,
So
yeah,
you're
they're not
saying that
holding
all
stuff
of retail
unless it's
had
an
a gentleman's
exclusive.
agreement that they
Yeah,
wouldn't poach customers on certain product,
yeah.
and that seems to have fallen away.
Well, it wasn't so much a gentleman's agreement as Hasbro. I mean, because the street dates are printed on the boxes, the
Oh, okay.
shipping boxes, right? So generally speaking, at least that's what I've seen is,
Mm-hmm.
boxes on the,
Sure, the brown
the
box.
stalker's cart
Yep.
that say like hold until August 1st or September
Mm-hmm.
17th or whatever. And that is the uh the the manufacturer, making an agreement with the Walmarts and
Retailers, yeah.
Targets. But for that reason to say, because like they all want to be able to sell the product, right? The retailers all want to have like an even chance of selling the product. So back then that was the solution was, okay, I'm going to ship it to all of you. All of you hold it until August 1st and then you put it out on the same at the same time. And
Yeah.
I don't know what it is now, or why that went away, but probably I would say Walmart because they're shitty as fuck,
Yes, they
and
are.
The
probably
Vince McMahon of retail.
yeah. I mean, yeah, and
Yes.
Walmart has like was notorious for breaking street date on things anyway.
Mm-hmm.
the
Oh, I didn't know that.
When I was in EB Games, managing a store, um, I would get all the time. We'd get cases of new games, and they would be street dated, and then I'd have customers come in and say, "Well, Walmart's selling this already." Right. And then I'd have to call corporate and be told, no, you can't put it on the shelf, blah, blah, blah. And,
Mm.
but, because of basically Walmart stalkers not
Mm-hmm.
being paid enough to care, just putting it up.
They're putting up all sorts of things,
Hmm.
and honestly, those products are probably not Walmart's biggest money makers anyway. So
Yeah.
the stalkers show up, they put stuff out there, typically
Yeah.
working at night, and they just put out, like you said, they just put out everything.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
The other thing is now there's no Toys R Us, so now there's a vacuum,
Hmm.
and they've never really filled that vacuum's never really been filled.
That's true.
So now, like, all these retail spots are like, oh, we have these toy sections, but there's never really someone there to take care of that. They
Right.
go like, oh, Optimus Prime. Oh, it's Skibidi Toilet. These toy My Little Pony goes on the shelf and that's it. Like
Yeah.
they're
Well, I feel like the lack of Toys R Us is a vacuum, you're right, but at the same time when Toys R Us was still a thing and it was big and it was kind of dominant because typically you could go there whenever you wanted to and they had whatever you wanted whenever you wanted.
There was a golden
The
age of Toys R Us, and then there was
Mhm.
a not so golden
that
age of Toys
that's
R Us.
that's very true. That's very, very true.
Yep.
So which also goes back to it was better when we were kids, but
Uh-huh.
that notwithstanding. So when Toys R Us was still there, though, the other stores that also sold toys were in a way kind of trying to, be competitive with their toy aisles. So they kept their toy aisles more stocked,
Yeah, it's
more
true.
organized. Toys R Us goes away, and now everybody's toy aisle is crap.
You would think that
Mhm.
they would try to fill that vacuum themselves, but apparently they're just not that interested
Well,
in
but
doing that.
toys historically, I don't know what the economy of it is now, but toys have historically been more of a loss leader.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Okay.
a thing to get like, and
Right. Get the
you have to
parents in the store.
you have to
Yeah.
walk through all the other departments to get to it,
That's
Sure.
and
true.
then they're
Yeah.
hoping that you pick up that toaster or you go ahead and get some eggs while you're
Mm-hmm.
there.
Yep.
a
So
pack of socks or
Get some
yeah,
Cincy's
Yeah.
and some cat litter.
yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're looking at your buggy, you already have $100 in there, and you're like, I probably should skip the toy.
Hmm.
Wah wah.
I don't know what the and again, I don't know the economies, or the economics of toys in the like 80s and 90s, but I wonder, like there must have been, I mean, like I'm struggling for the words, but like the buybacks that you would see because there weren't really ollies back then. I
Oh,
just
there's
remember
no
there was like a,
secondary market.
Big
well,
lots. We had
not
big.
the secondary market. It's just, part of how like a Toys R Us in the olden times
Mm-hmm.
would have such an amazing selection is that
Yes.
they would send back all those Cylons, Imperious leaders,
Whatever
right?
didn't sell,
They
they could
would really?
actually get refunded from the manufacturer.
They would they
Okay.
would
Yep,
they
yep.
would clear it out so that they could put, the next wave out, right? And that's how you could have a whole aisle, like a literal whole aisle of Star Wars, and not have like shit tons of peg
I would
warmers.
imagine that's
It's just all Yodas.
I'd imagine that's
Yeah.
probably gone away.
Somehow it's always all Landos where I'm at. I don't know why. What it is.
Yeah.
So,
So-
toys used to be like the milk guy and the bread guy at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Because they would come, they'll come and get old stock.
Well,
and
and,
they'll-
and back in those days, there were local reps, and like people would tell stories of like the Hasbro rep, like being there, and it wasn't the Toys R Us stalker, it was a Hasbro employee
yeah.
yeah.
at the Toys R Us, rearranging the shelves to make it look, like how they needed it to.
I
look.
ran into one at Walmart back
Yeah.
when they were doing the reissue of the cassettes. So it's been a
Uh-huh.
minute, but yeah, it was in the middle of the day. I did it during a lunch break.
I do have to say, when it comes to those reps, it is frustrating. Same from experience working when I worked at Menards, working receiving.
Yeah.
Those reps, when it came in, if there was reps for every single product, it would get frustrating
Mhm.
because they got to bring their stuff in, and that takes up space into your area,
Mhm.
and then they got to
Yeah.
drag it through the store.
Yeah.
Like I had to deal with one night I went in, I had to deal with the Coca-Cola, the Pepsi, and the 7-Up vendor. They're all just lined up at my docks trying to get in.
Yeah.
Like it's the other thing. They Walmart, these places don't have the space for all these reps, and also the reps hate going into
Yeah.
Walmart.
Well, they just don't exist as much anymore. That's the
There's
thing.
that too.
It's like the curation of the toy aisle is
Mhm.
just up to the Target employee or the Walmart employee now.
Yeah.
Right.
But again, I just don't know like how they were getting rid of that stuff. There was a Children's Palace in Dallas that I went to when I was young, and they had a whole. I just remember this most clearly. The whole store was this way, and it was definitely like all of the Toys R Us cast-offs, because they had a whole G.I. Joe section, and it was entirely the fridge, the
No.
football player, right?
Wow.
I was like begging my mom because it was across the street from the Toys R Us. I was like,
Uh-huh.
oh, 2 toy stores, like take me to both. Like I got to go to both. And she was like, no. And like finally, after like months, she was like, fine, I'll take you. And I went, and it was just all the shit that was like
Yeah.
cleared out
So
from the other stores.
Refrigerator Perry was not popular as a GI Joe, huh?
I have one.
I don't know that anybody needed like 8x8 pegs of refrigerator Perry,
Yeah.
What?
I still have one on my shelf right now.
Yeah.
He's one of those.
Yeah, no, and I certainly mean no shade on him, but
No,
I just remember looking at that being
Just-
like,
he's just a wacky character.
yeah,
Why would you do that?
yeah,
Yeah.
It is kinda
which
funny,
actually
though.
today I think that's amazing. Like I have the or that kind of thing, because I have the like the Nike Megatron, right? Like
Mhm.
that's super cool. Like purple Megatron with the like Nike logo or Nike box. Awesome. But back then, yeah, as a kid, I was like, where's Duke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Dang it, where's Bazooka?
right.
That does tend to happen. Now, there always ends up being that one character from like the first wave of a line that ends up just staying on those pegs forever, and then you can never
Well,
find anything else except that one guy.
it's that, and it's also sadly like the black character,
Hmm.
right? Like
Yeah.
all Landos, like you
Yeah,
always
Oh.
find.
It's something
All
I've
John
noticed
Stewart Green Lanterns, all yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't know.
And-
John
and-
Stewart Green Lantern, maybe not so much. So for a lot of kids, that was the Green Lantern.
That is fair.
right from the animated series.
Yep.
yeah.
It's the Hal Jordans I get left in the Guy Gardners. No one wants a full cut.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a
Teach you
Guy
to friend your
Gardner. I mean,
girlfriend.
No,
Not even
no
Guy
one
Gardner.
wants. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
Who wants
Uh,
a ginger? The ginger Green Lantern.
Do you know what I want though? I want
don't
the
have a
car.
soul.
Yeah, exactly.
You're getting us back on track now.
Yeah, someone has to. I want this the card Tomy Missing Link DO1 Soundwave and DO2 Soundwave anime version.
yes, O2.
I told myself I wasn't gonna get many of these Missing Link figures, but because I have a G1 Soundwave, and it's such a cool toy, and I like to have
Mhm.
an experience of a complete one
So,
because mine's missing a couple
are
pieces.
these both missing link figures?
Yeah, but
Yes.
it's
Because
like Grimlock.
I'm
Well,
looking
it's
at
like
them and I'm
Grimlock.
like to myself, how is this much different from the original G1
No,
Well,
Soundwave?
it's
bendy.
weird. Well,
Not
it's
very.
weird.
Pretty
It's
bendy.
like it's weird. Why not just do Soundwave and Sound Blaster? Why not
Yeah,
just
that.
do?
Yep.
No, it's the same
Well,
with Grimlock. They've got a lot of the animated versions
Mhm.
coming out because
yeah.
Prime came out with it, and I got both of the Primes because I like them
Mhm.
both for different reasons. But I decided with Missing Link because part of the idea of it is that it's like the old toys that we grew up with, at
Sure.
least to me. That like I decided aesthetically so for Grimlock I'm not getting the anime colored version, but I'm
You're
totally getting
wrong.
the toy version.
That's a
And
mistake.
there's no, there's nothing wrong with it, but if I
Yeah.
gotta try to save money where I
You
can
just
and shelf
lost two
space on that.
points. You just lost 2 points.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
completely went the other way with it.
Oh, really?
I'm going all anime colors on the missing
Same.
links.
Is that because since you already have the original toy,
Yeah.
you
Yes.
okay. No, that, and
That's the only reason. If I didn't have that, I would go for the one that looked like the
Yeah.
toy.
That's why I went with
that's
Delta
fair.
Magnus because I already have an Ultra Magnus.
Yeah.
That is
Same.
fair, and I do understand that. I think for me, my brother's already got all the G1 guys, so I get to see them at his house and that.
Yeah.
But I don't have any of the old ones, and there's something that it sparks more in my memory. But I totally understand where you
Yeah.
guys are getting the anime
But
Or
color
or
but
do
ones.
Bob,
both. Or you do both.
but
Well,
Bob, you can get a Walkman. You get a Walkman. You get the
I'm seeing
headphones.
that. I'm seeing it. And you
yeah.
also get the
So
little droid that gets blown up whenever he goes into the cave, I guess. To
the poor
Well,
crystal
that's why
crevice.
this is so fucking shitty.
No, that brings me
That's
to
why you
two
have
of
to get both.
that's why I got two issues personally with this sound wave is because I really because of my goal here with it, I do want that toy colored version because if nothing else on those the paint apps or where the stickers are and then now it's
Mhm.
molded detail that they paint is
Yeah.
Yeah.
so pretty. Like
Oh
on the
yeah.
Yes.
Optimus, it is so divine to look at those things. And don't even get me started on Nemesis Optimus. And I'm so
Hmm.
excited by next week, hopefully by the time we record, I should have my Delta Magnus and I'd love to talk about that because I've been wanting Blue Prime like forever. So
Yeah.
the sound wave with the
Although you weren't around, I don't think, or maybe you were on the we were on the other podcast when I tried to put my Delta Magnus up for sale, and then they announced it like 2 days later and like totally fucked me over
Good
because
going.
I
They knew. They're like,
I
dang
do
it,
remember
David's selling it. We gotta.
that.
I
It's like
ended
when
up
you
having
wash
to
your car and it
sell
rains,
mine.
Yeah.
I so
I, I
so
s-
Sucks.
yeah, I took a huge loss on that figure. Yeah.
sorry. I genuinely know how you feel. I've been there.
Yeah.
I
But
really got to
so this
wonder how these toys are affecting the aftermarket. So apparently, it did. It did bring
I
down.
mean, Delta Magnus is such an outlier.
Hmm.
Um, but but also the new one, besides having the better articulation, has the powered buggy that the
yeah.
Hmm.
movie preview Magnus didn't come with. So it's literally a better package all the way around. I'm actually surprised that it didn't drop the. I mean, I had to sell it for a huge loss, but I'm surprised I got as much as I did, considering that this had been announced already.
There are all
But
those people that still want like the genuine article from back then.
Oh
So
yeah.
you're
yes,
always gonna
Oh
find those
yeah.
guys.
yep.
There will
So
always
the
be that.
So with this Soundwave, I desperately want the toy version color with the paint apps and the yellow eyes and that. But I would so much rather have that Cybertronian laser beak because ever since I was a kid, everything that came out of that beginning of the episode of More Than Meets the Eye on Cybertron
Yeah.
was like my favorite thing, is especially Laserbeak. Like even with the Siege stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, this is the Shattered Glass one, but like I always prefer this Laserbeak over the Earthrise,
with the visor eyes. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Hmm.
I love it. And so to see this finally come with something that looks almost just like it got out of the cartoon and still
Yeah.
transforms and goes into his chest, I had to just tell myself just get the anime colored one and you'll be happy still. And if somehow you find a discounted on a Christmas sale for the other one, if by some miracle, I don't know. But it makes me upset that I making myself choose this and that and the fact that it has to come with the headphones and everything else which probably make it just that much more expensive where I
Yep.
know for me, those are
You
going
know
to
what
be
else
things that
is
I leave in the box.
Yep.
you know what else is really cool about that anime color is the cassette case is hot pink.
Ah.
Energon
Like an
cube.
Yeah,
energon
Energon
cube,
cube.
exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't even think
Yes.
about that, but you're so right. That's cool.
That's
So
very cool.
anime color is the way to go for Soundwave. But man,
Well, I'm gonna
looking
have
at
to
those
get
pictures
both.
of the toy version, it's really tempting, but it's going against my
I
newfound
know.
desire to
I
be a
hate
little
it.
frugal.
I know. I hate it. I hate it so much.
I mean, that yellow definitely pops out too.
Oh yeah.
And
It's
this is the first Decepticon they've done at all, right?
there's like
Uh,
besides
No,
Nemesis.
No?
Nemesis Prime.
yeah,
Well,
there's a
That
he
don't
picture.
wasn't
really
on, he
count.
But
wasn't on the show.
it's the first unique Decepticon mold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
I think they're testing the water because he's the one that doesn't parts form. They're just like, I mean, with Soundwave, like maybe we could do Starscream. Maybe we were
Yeah,
really.
Look,
it's
if
the
they can
easiest
do
one they could possibly do.
if they could do Brick Ultra Magnus, then they can do Starscream.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
sure,
It'll
absolutely.
probably be something more like what Ironhide is like, is what I keep thinking. But
Yeah,
where
okay,
he's
that's
basically the
There
thing,
you
but he's
go.
very different too.
They're
that's
going to
probably a
subvert.
better
Talking about
example.
the Starscream?
Yeah, if they
Yeah,
finally
doing a
get around
jet.
to it.
Oh, there's plenty of room in the if they redo the back of it to have the arms like fold at a 90-degree angle so that you can
Yeah,
get the fists on there.
Well, they had
sure.
those Robot Masters, I think would make a good template. You guys know the Robot Masters Seekers that came out
I
back in like
I've never
2003?
handled one, but
I think so.
I know they exist. I've never touched one.
I was lucky enough to get all three of them. I'll have to dig them out from wherever and show you or sometime.
Yeah,
But
do that.
but I remember getting that, and that was kind of the first time you had a Seekers like that were G1 like that were all in one transformation with the hands and their legs had knees and everything. So I've wondered if they couldn't kind of blend that
Hmm.
into the G1, the shell of the G1 toy, and kind of give us what we could expect from Missing Link. But this
I'll have
Soundwave
to
sure
look
is
at it.
good.
Yeah.
I think if they now I mean anything Soundwave is going to make everybody lose their mind, obviously,
Mhm.
Yeah.
because I mean that was all the thing today. As soon as I saw it for the first time, the only Transformers news site I can get at work is TFW. The rest of them are blocked. But
Oh, because of the
it
porn.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So anyway, so I click it, and I probably click that link 10 times a day at work just to see, because you never know. And
Hmm.
I'm glad I did that. It probably what 10 o'clock this morning, because that
Oh,
popped up, and I
I
was like,
don't
"You've
know.
got
I
to be
didn't see it
freaking
till
kidding
like
me!"
5 o'clock today. Yeah.
Well, are probably actually working more at work than I am,
I'm
Dave. So
not actually.
you're not okay. I won't tell anyone.
Yeah. Shh. We won't tell
Okay.
HR.
No.
Dave's getting pulled the office tomorrow.
We
Be like,
said
we
David is
heard.
HR, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uno reverse.
But I say all that to say though, but if they ever release a Seeker, and I know that they will, they have to. Everybody's gonna lose their freaking mind.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
imagine having to buy
100%.
it 3 times at least, depending
Oh,
on how many different
Oh, they'll make
versions
like
of.
9 of them easy.
Yeah, this
yeah,
is how we
Well,
will
because
get
there's going to
purple
be the
Soundwave.
toy colors and the anime colors of each
for all
Oh my
Seeker.
six.
gosh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So that's 12.
Mhm. Plus, there'll be a 3-pack of Rainmakers.
Of course, they will.
Yeah.
And then whenever we get Blaster, they'll do a 2-pack.
I can't get them all.
Blaster.
I
Why?
shouldn't
Everybody's
get
gonna
'em
get
all.
another
I
job.
shouldn't. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
Priscilla Kidney or
Economy.
something.
Well,
But I've only
I'm
got
not double
one
dipping on
left.
Seekers.
Yeah.
no, no.
Man,
Yeah.
the articulation on this is amazing. I'm
It
looking at
is.
the anime colors, and he's got a finger on the button, and he's pointing with the other hand. It's
Right?
just amazing.
Awesome.
But look at how shiny
Yeah.
the chromy parts are on the toy version
I
too,
well,
and
I
the
know,
sticker
man. It's
decal. Ugh,
And
what
they
was it gonna
and
be?
they future proofed that you have to get the other cassettes and probably another pack because you only get Laserbeak or you get the Scout. You don't get
Right?
all of them. One.
And,
No.
and not only that, but we're gonna have to get a buzzsaw colored Cybertronian one. Then we're gonna have to get their Earth mode
Well, he
Condor
wasn't in the
style
cartoon,
ones.
and
And if you want to
But
get
they'll
into the
do
other,
it.
if you want to get to the other cassettes that aren't in the cartoon, like Slugfest or like any of these other cassettes, if they want to do that route, or
they'll
they just
never,
let,
they'll
or they'll
never
let
get
Doctor
around to
Wu,
those.
yeah,
Yeah.
They'll at least get up to they'll probably pull like the masterpiece where they kind of have
they'll get
the
Wing
core
Thing.
the core 5 or 6 guys, and then Ratbat's sort of You know, he comes with the
Outlier.
exclusive black
Yeah.
sound blaster that comes out with the extended out double
Oh
decker
yeah.
chest plate that,
Yeah. Yeah.
like just
Rat
like the
Bat will
old
be a
stuff,
Sound Blaster exclusive,
Of
just like
unfortunately.
the
course.
masterpiece.
So okay, so I'm
Hmm.
looking on T-Formers and it's saying 195,
195. That's also what I've seen.
and
Oh,
then
that
for
hurts.
the anime version, this works out for me, but I don't know if this holds or not. But 160 for the animation colors.
That's what I
Why
was seeing
why is
too.
there a $30 difference?
I
I
want to
don't.
say paint apps, maybe, because otherwise they come with all the same accessories. Or
Yeah,
they know the toy one is maybe the one people want more, but who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I would imagine that one would sell more. Yeah, there's
Weird.
like me
They're
and
both
5 other people
beautiful.
that bought
Yeah.
the
I
anime
don't see
version
any
of
differences. Yeah.
Grimlock.
Weird. Weird. But the next thing on the list is Earthspark Cosmos and Soundwave full
I
reveal.
wonder.
Weren't
I wonder.
these
Actually, before we move on, I wonder if the anime has plastic feet and the toy has
oh
die
Metal.
cast.
diecast?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, and the hip hinges on the anime ones are gray instead of metallic. I wonder if they're
I
plastic.
see what you're talking about, David. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Dang
Then
it.
I'd want to get the toy one even more, but I
Well,
want
they
that
wouldn't
laser
do
beak
that.
so bad.
Yeah.
Well, the okay, so the anime colors of the mini bots, Bumblebee, Cliffjumper, they it's a 1-to-1 with the originals as
Huh.
far
Are
as
the
like the
I have them,
metal
but are the
bits.
backs die casts on those?
Do what?
Aren't the backs on the anime Bumblebee and Cliffjumper plastic instead of die cast?
Check.
Yeah, mine are kind of on the other side of a pile of toys. I can't
Ah,
reach them.
so the
Yeah, it is
toy
the
color
back
ones
of
are
their head.
No, the back of their backs where the screw is.
yeah, like back there.
Yeah,
I believe it is plastic. Yeah.
I think it's
yeah.
just plastic on the toy version.
Okay.
Oh, it is. It's
I
not
think
metal on
so.
the. Okay.
It's kind of hard to tell. It's not, I mean, everything's so hot, even with the
You don't have
AC
like
on.
cold touch sensors on your fingers?
Well, it's just not that cold, I guess, in this room.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
Have to
There's
wait
a
till
wee,
winter.
It could be. It
There
could
you
be.
go.
there's a
Put
wee
it
bit of
put,
die cast in there
put it in the
someplace, but
fridge
it's
and then let us know.
okay.
I do got anime colored
See if it shrinks
Optimus
in the
here
fridge.
though,
Yeah.
and I think he's metal, even though
Shrinkage is
it's
real, okay?
flat painted to look. It's like a flat matte paint in order to look more anime colored. So maybe
Oh,
they're doing that in
the
Soundwave.
Optimus is definitely all have the metal chest, even the anime
Yeah,
colors
Yeah.
on that one.
yeah. So maybe they just put a flat paint on it
Could be.
to make it look
Could be. I'm just trying to think of how it would be cheaper.
for $30 less. I
Yeah.
guess we'll find out, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Anybody want to sell me their laser beak if I got the toy version?
No.
On
I'll sell it
YouTube,
to you
leave
for
in
the cost of the
comments.
whole set.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
That's what it would take.
That's funny. But the next couple things is stuff that I thought already came out, like Earthspark Cosmos and Soundwave Full Reveal.
These are the
Aren't-
Japanese versions, though.
Oh, these are
Yes.
that's okay. Of course, Japanese reveals for toys that I have not seen yet in stores, but I know people have.
Mm-hmm. I have the Soundwave.
You don't need the Weird Al representation.
Well, no, I want the Cosmos. It just never came out.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, I would.
So
buy it.
I'm glad just to see a Cosmos that represents the fandom.
Yeah, I was gonna
The
say
odds with our ice cream cones is that
He's quite girthy. In
He
a
is quite
pleasant way.
girthy.
I
it's
know.
all the space that he eats.
My brother especially really has wanted that Cosmos ever since we saw reveals and that Soundwave too. But I think didn't XV get it over on Radio Free Cybertron? And there goes my money. And he got the Soundwave, I think. And
yeah, the
was talking
Soundwave
about-
came out. I have it.
it does have
Um,
those hollow thighs and stuff, though, right? But other than that,
It's hollow in the
plastic
back.
still. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be aerodynamic.
hmm They're speed holes.
Yeah,
Speed
exactly.
holes. Is that what she calls them now?
How does it feel though, David? Like, would you recommend
It's
getting
good.
these?
Speed
Well,
holes?
Okay, so it was great. It was great for whatever they're like $19, I think.
Somewhere in there.
It's the Earth Spark Warrior class or whatever they are. What are these going to be, like $40 each, probably?
Probably.
Get them
Easily.
from Japan.
They
For
don't look
slight
like they're
paint touches.
Are there
Yeah.
though? I didn't. I was kind of looking, and like Soundwave's face still just has his red visor and no.
Oh, $31.41.
Oh, that's not too shabby.
Such a steal.
I mean, it's not. They're not $31 toys by any stretch of
Hmm.
the imagination. But
Are they biggish? Like how big would he be to like a
no,
seeker?
they're like deluxes.
Oh, so
Do I
they're a
have
little
it within
smallish.
arm's reach? Yes, I
Is there
do.
that Soundwave kind of
So kind of Marvel.
homaging the animate, not animated, but
Okay.
I'll think of it here in a second. Prime version of the
A
character.
little bit. Yeah.
Here's Soundwave. And do I have a
It does look
deluxe?
cool.
Well, here's Outback,
Wonder
which
how
is
I wonder
obviously a
how
small deluxe.
Soundwave gets through doors with how
Oh,
wide his
wow.
shoulders are.
Not very big.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
So like standard deluxe size, basically.
Although those deluxes are almost 30 now, too. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was the Earthspark Deluxe, so it would have been like 1999, something like that. Because they weren't the same pricing structure as like a Chug.
Yeah.
But there's your empty back of the legs, but it's not a big deal.
No, it's all right, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
It
like
still looks like a fun design.
the legs go back so far, you really have to be like straight on to even see.
That's a good point.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Those ankles hold up okay. They're not all loose or anything.
No, they're ball joints. They're fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
No, this
Hmm.
is really a good figure. And definitely for this class, like one of the standouts. I mean, there were definitely toys in this class, and price range that were probably not even worth $20. This is definitely, you're getting your money. You would have gotten your money's worth if you'd found it on shelves.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So.
These are the Earthspark ones. It says right.
Mm-hmm.
And that was cool.
Earth Rise? No, Earthspark. Yeah.
Okay. I remember when Soundwave showed up. I think I only saw the first season, but he was super cool, and him and Frenzy and everybody on there on that show. That show was really cool. It should have
I
actually
got to
gone
get
on
back
for a
into
while.
that. We were showed that to the kids on a vacation, and they seemed like they got into it, and then when we got home, totally forgot to find it again.
bad parenting there,
I
David.
think we
There's
ran
too
Bob
many
off.
shows. There's
Yeah.
just too many shows.
Yeah, yeah. Other images, or I don't know if this got revealed yet. The Takara Tomy Transformers MPG 26 is Decepticon Rhinox full reveal. It's a Decepticon Rhinox.
I guess it's
For-
from a certain Beast Wars episode where he went dag nasty evil for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Got
it was
all
more, and
angry
he was more dangerous than the rest of the Predacons, which
I was
was
Yeah.
gonna say,
to the
wouldn't he have been
chagrin.
a
He was a force
Predacon
to be
though,
reckoned
instead of a
with.
Decepticon?
Yeah, someone who wrote show notes did a typo.
And then people say that in Beast Machines, they're like, oh, Rhinox never would have turned into a bad guy like Tankor. And it's like, there's precedent,
Really, there,
Actually,
yeah,
he did. Yeah.
right?
yeah,
I remember it was a
yeah.
cool Beast Wars episode, but I don't know that I need to pay MPG prices to get a
Yeah,
representation.
I like the swap of silver. It's nice,
Yeah, he's pretty. He's cool.
but it's MPG, so I don't see the need. Nothing really blows my mind when I see MPG.
Hey,
You really have to impress me.
I know I might be getting off topic, but I got to ask you guys before I forget. And we're kind of on topic because of Missing Link and masterpiece level stuff. Those kind of Missing Link style Macross Valkyries that were coming out that look like the old Takutoku
Mhm.
ones from the days, like Jetfire, but they have
Mm-hmm.
like thigh swivels and that. Now, my
Yeah.
brother said he was looking for it, and just the other day they went up for pre-order in Japan,
Oh,
but they
send
like
me the link.
instantly sold out.
Oh.
They instantly sold
Oh,
out everywhere.
of
And he
course
asked
they did.
me, "Hey, some of your Transformers buddies, is there any chance they might know who might be getting him in or anything like that?" So I said I would ask, but
No,
I,
no, I thought you were
Wouldn't
gonna.
know.
I was waiting. I was counting on you to tell me, not
I wish so
the other
bad
way
I
around.
could I could
Yeah.
deliver you this information.
Mike, you had one job.
Dang it!
Hey,
But yeah.
I'm working on it here.
Oh boy.
My
Dang it.
sources aren't so reliable right now. Yeah, man, I want them so bad. So if any of you guys
Same.
ever see anything about it, like please, we all gotta let each other know, like
Yes.
an Amber Alert or something.
What are you looking for?
Amber Alert. Wrong alert.
Silver Alert.
Haven't
I,
had one
I,
of
I had
those
to
go
step
off.
away to do
Robot
a
alert.
family business. What are you looking for?
Oh,
Amber
that-
Alert.
Oh, Amber.
that
Our
Well,
own version of Amber Alert for, things that we want to find.
yeah, finding a missing child or a missing a figure that's coming out.
Or a
that we
missing
need to
link.
keep an
Yeah.
eye
Uh-huh.
at. Yeah, it's the Macross Valkyries. They were gonna re-release like kind of a new Missing Link style version of the old uh,
Takatoku.
Uh-huh.
Takutoku,
hmm
basically the Jetfire mold. But you got the VF1Js, the VF1 As and S's and everything. Max Myriad colors. I just want one of each. I want one of each color,
I just want
and
one.
I'll
Give me a
I'll
brown one.
that would be cool too. Nice stock.
You
Just
want
want
Ben's?
brown.
Thing is, I
The
want a
Ben
fleet.
Dixon?
No, the what is it? Warmonger, War Killmonger. The standard. Ben's has a white chest. The rest is
Yes.
brown. I
Oh,
want
Oh
all
okay.
yeah,
brown.
yeah, the cannon fodder ones.
I got you.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah, so but yeah, if anybody sees anything about links coming up on Big Bad, on Mandarake, on wherever, if you see
Okay.
any way to get them, I am so down to get. This is why I can't buy
We'll
2 sound waves because I've got to save money for like 8 Veritech Valkyries.
we'll do a
Do-
well, so 2 things. So one, we'll do a blood pact. I'll send you a
Vial of
vial of
blood.
blood.
This,
Um,
my brother, I swear by my sword.
That's right.
Yes.
Number 2, we should definitely like buy multiples because I'm sure we can resell them.
Oh yeah, yeah. Any way I can get my hands on them, and I don't want to be, that kind of scalper or anything like that. But I do want to make sure that people that I know who want it can get it, and if any way I can help with that, I'd love to.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, anyway, just sorry to interrupt, Nathan, but I wanted
No,
to
you're
bring
good.
that up while we were kind of on the subject, but before I forget to. Thanks, man.
Yep. The next thing we got Age of the Primes, Deluxe Joyride, and Hotwire. They look good.
Yeah.
I like some good Target
Yeah.
Masters.
Well, Power Masters. If you like
Or
your
Power
Target
Masters,
Masters, that have
yes.
engine blocks for guns. then
Yeah, I don't know how Joyride's driving around. He can barely see out his windshield with that engine on there, but
He uses
He's a
his
robot,
headlights.
Yeah.
Well, and this is the same
He
mold as
clicks.
Sure Shot.
He's like Daredevil.
There
Yes,
you go.
Exactly.
It is
Oh.
the Sure Shot mold.
Yeah.
I figured they see
Um,
out of their headlights like Lightning McQueen. No, they have their windshield too. Dang it. Oh.
Yeah.
No,
They
I'm
just
thinking of- I'm
they
thinking
just
of the
drive
Chevron
and
cars.
they just drive and tell
Well,
people to get out of the way. You know.
I like the headlight. The headlight idea actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, like the old Chevron claymation cars, like the Wallace and Gromit.
Why
ones.
do they have to see the world visually at
Used to have
all?
so many of those.
There you
I'm
go.
just saying. I mean, if they're robots from another planet, they may be just experiencing the universe in a totally different way
It's
than just
true.
visual.
For the same reason why they have 5 fingers and noses.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can I tell you this much?
Turns
Like,
out the real disguise is the robot.
Yeah.
Watching that as a kid, I always wondered why all the Autobots didn't also have screens inside of their driver seats, on their dashboard,
Uh-huh.
like the car on pole position. Do you guys remember
yeah.
that?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
so.
yeah.
Something like that. I always assume they should have, but anyway, fun thought.
Well,
Pole position. Man.
That was
that and the
cool,
fact
too.
that they all seem to breathe, which is weird.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah, you could choke one out.
you can choke one out.
Yeah.
Hound has to put up a mask to go underwater.
Uh-huh.
Da-
You
They're,
don't
like,
wanna- you don't wanna
constantly,
flood the
grunting
engine.
and
Yeah.
straining.
It's almost like they were human analogs, but you could have violence with robots that you couldn't do with humans and get away with it.
Exactly.
Putting my finger on your mouth right now. Where'd you go? There you are.
Don't think about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
gosh.
buy the toy.
Exactly. Well, here's a toy that might wait till it goes on sale. Transformers Cyberworld Ultimate Cyber Changers Air and Sea Starscream revealed. This is another case of that Megatron from like last night that was a Hound recolor.
No. This is Oh well, say what you were going to say.
No, it's not a new mold. They reused, by reading the article, they reused the Last Night Armor Megatron turbo changer and painted it like Starscream.
You know what it really looks like to me though, and I don't know the name of it, but the ship from G-Force Gatchaman that turns into a
the Phoenix.
Fiery
Ah.
Phoenix.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's a
Love
ship
that shit.
mode. It looks more like a submarine with added stuff to it.
It's got a little bit of the look of the There was a third party retailer that did Hearts of Steel Seekers,
Yeah.
which kind of had a little bit of that design, especially in the wings.
I'm sure this one's not as sharp as those were.
No, I'm sure it probably isn't because I don't think
It's a kid's toy, you know.
they didn't have to pass any kind of like child safety test.
Yeah, tape knives to wings. It's fine.
I've got some toys like that, man. I've got one that's like a kickback, and he's got like throwing knives, and they are pokey sharp. Like you could
Oh,
poke.
that's the fans project one. I've got
Uh huh.
that where they're all like ninja,
Uh
they're
huh.
Insecticon ninjas.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. You can stab someone's eye out
You
for real.
could. Those things are. And I was messing with it. I'm like, damn, it almost bled me.
This is another one of those. I'll wait till it goes on sale, like that Megatron, because I'm sure this will be overpriced when it comes
Mhm.
out.
Yeah.
So that's if you get several, and it's not just full of Optimus Prime and Bumblebees, as my Walmart is for whatever reason.
Yes.
My
Yes.
Target's like that now too.
Yeah.
And again, it's the same thing. It's like it's the same two Devastation Bumblebee and TF1 Orion Pax Optimus Prime
Real
that
thing.
Walmart got like 6 months ago, and now Target's stocking them, and it's like, why?
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
Target is
It's-
becoming Walmart's secondary market store.
Yeah.
it's becoming well it's becoming the Allen Man room to Walmart.
Uh,
Yeah.
Target's looking at Walmart going, you know what? I think they really got something going on over there.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're not going to let you beat us.
Yeah.
exactly. It'll be you know. Transformers Wall King debut, Energy Beast, Hydra Fan, and Gaia Knuckles revealed. I love these toys. They're not in America, and I haven't bought any since tariffs, and I'm kind of glad for it because I feel like I'd spending way more money on these. Also, he's an elephant, and he's Hydra. Why is he not blue? Why is
There,
he...
this is the Electro version.
Oh, I'm so... Okay. I didn't
This
realize
is a
electricity and water mixed, you know.
well, this is the repaint of the blue. It was blue originally, and
That's what I thought.
and
Yeah.
that Pachycephalosaur was a different color also. So these are just recolors.
Looks nice.
I want I don't have the original blue elephant, so I still kind of want one. But they were actually not bad on Saruga. When I got mine, they were like, I want to say $7 or $8 each. But then there was like a $30 stupid tariff. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I
And
bought
the
like
shipping too, is it being shipped from Japan?
no. Well, Saruga, yeah. So at the time, and I haven't shopped there in months, but at the time, like 1 weekend a month would be free shipping on everything, and so you would just like put the stuff in your cart and wait till the
Wait for
weekend.
the free shipping.
Ah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
There you go.
So that I remember on that order I got like the Optimus and the I got the Megatron and the Black Megatron and four of the little dudes, and that was all like reasonable. Like I think the Megatrons were like 25, $30 each, like comparable to a US toy. And then it was like $30 or $40 worth of like tariffs and shit.
So what you basically what you would have paid in shipping, you wound up paying in the tariff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Officially licensed LDCX Transformers Suction Cup figures. These suck. Pardon the pun. Who wants these?
You know what these remind me of? They remind me of those Garfields that they used to have that you could stick on your
Yes.
car window.
Yeah.
I gotta
So
say,
many
at
people
least with the Jazz, it looks like he's got the subwoofer gun attachments, just
Yeah.
as suction cups.
Yeah,
It's
these were
just-
too goofy. I had to include
Oh.
them.
Yeah,
My son was into these for a while. They were just like generic figures. They all had the same body,
Yeah.
and you could get them in like all kinds of like rainbow of colors, and like ostensibly like the purpose for them, like on the packaging, was like you could make your stop motion cartoons with these, and with the suction cups they would stand, and they had like little accessories that would suction and that would stick to the suction, like that the accessories had a flat surface that the suction cups would stick into. He had like 4 or 5 of them at one point. And if they had made Transformers ones at that time, he would have been all over it. And they were like real cheap too.
Did
like
did
3 or 4
the suction
bucks.
cup did it generally keep them adhere to whatever you put them on?
Yeah, for like 4 or 5 minutes,
Oh,
long
they're
enough to
generally
play
going to fall
with.
off.
Yeah,
Because if I
I
was going
mean,
to do something like these guys, I mean, I've got glass doors on my
mhm.
display cases.
Uh,
So, something like that up in the corner would be kind of fun. But if they're just going to fall off, then yeah.
I mean,
Or
they
you put
were
them in
on
the
my
shower.
fridge for a
Yeah,
minute,
shower
and
toys.
I don't know where they are now. Donated, I'm sure, years ago. Anyway, well, so there's your question. Who wants these? My 6-year-old, who's now a 13-year-old, would have wanted these.
There you go.
Yeah.
Speaking of wanting these, David, are you gonna get these Doctor Who, Rambo and Gangsters?
Dr. Woo!
No.
No,
No, yeah,
you
I'm
don't want a
tempted.
black sweep.
A tiny black sweep.
I mean,
there's
I'm
something
just,
cool. If they release a Studio Series
it's
86 version of
cool.
that black sweep, it would be kind of cool to get a couple of them.
So wouldn't that be just be
Y-
Dragulus?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that these are really pretty, but I don't think I want the Micromaster scale unless
That's
it's a
fair.
cassette tape character that needs to be that scale.
Right, that's fair. You don't want a mini Megatron or a Grand Galvatron.
Scale is an illusion in
I'm kind of
Transformers,
tempted
man.
to get a Grand Galvatron just for the silliness of it, but
Yeah, that's your new Christmas ornament.
but I have to tell you, like most of my New Age stuff is packed up because as much as I like it, and they're like amazing mini masterpieces, they're just small enough on my shelf that when I look at them, it's just a blob of color.
Hmm.
And like,
They're hard to handle that way too because they're so small. There's a weird hand feel
And
to them.
there's so much
yeah,
going on with them at that size too, and it's yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to
that piece
manipulate them
doesn't
in a satisfying way.
bother me. It's just I just felt like when I look at my deluxes and Voyagers, like I get the thrill of seeing like G2 Sideswipe or whatever it is. Like I can my eye like maybe it's just my eyes. Like I can see what it is and enjoy that I have it. And my New Age shelf just was like a flat sea of color because they're just too small to pick out, you know.
Yeah.
So
Well, this is kind of how I decide what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to sell. It's if
yeah,
I'm looking at my toy shelves and my eyes aren't drawn to something and I enjoy seeing it, then why do I
yes.
have it?
Right.
I've already been liquidating my New
It's
Ages.
not sparking
Yeah,
joy.
Yeah.
exactly,
But
exactly.
I'm keeping the bigger ones, like my Ultra Magnus is amazing. My Devastator is amazing because they're big enough. Like they've crossed that size threshold to be like something I enjoy to look at still.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yep.
And the last thing, Studio Series Cyclonus and Kingdom Cyclonus comparison. This figure looks really nice.
It looks nice.
Yep, a little
It
taller, a little sharper looking.
yeah, it's better than let's say that Springer they did, which I couldn't come to buy. I haven't even seen him in
Well, it was
store.
good.
It's
I know
good, but
that
I
Springer's
couldn't.
really good.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like that Springer toy. I just didn't see the reason to buy another Springer toy
because
when
He
I
he's
is
have one.
different.
he
Well,
is quite a
he's not,
he's
well,
quite a bit better, honestly.
Yeah,
But I
he's
know how you feel, Nathan. Like, but when he, especially getting it in hand, that Springer is definitely worth it. Which makes me worry about this Cyclonoso because I never had a problem with the legs. In fact, there's something about the
Mm.
way they are that I kind of like them. I don't love them, but I like them okay because I can get cool, weird poses out of them, and his legs look all neat and dynamic. But then I like the Kingdom face more because I think this new face looks more like a grandma or something.
Oh,
okay. Me too.
he looks like he got Botox or
he's
Everybody
Kinda,
keeps going
yeah,
on and on
somewhat.
online about how the face is now looking correct, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Kingdom one right now. That face is correct to
Yes,
me.
yeah, me too. I think it's so
Uh,
weird too. Everyone really likes this new face, and I'm like,
It
I
I
don't think
I
it's
feel like
accurate.
I feel like the face is more like the Japanese continuity.
yeah.
Like Headmasters and that.
What is correct with ACOM errors?
Yeah.
also
Well,
is it
like the Headmasters series.
yeah.
So
Is it,
looking at these
to
comparison
anybody else
photos,
is the new one, is it not a little too tall?
it's a little taller, a little
I hear
brighter,
his
it looks
arms.
like.
Fine.
It
It's the
makes his arms look
knees.
shorter by comparison now.
Yeah.
Yeah, And the fact that the back of the jet mode is just kind of got it looks about like looking at the back of SS86 Hot Rod now
It's
too,
awful.
where you're like it
The
doesn't
back
look
of the jet
right.
mode's awful.
Oh,
And I love the
it's open like that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I love I wish I had them in jet mode, but I love the back of
I'm not going to
the
get up
jet
to
mode.
compare, but is it me or does this Kingdom sample seem to be suffering from some yellowing?
Oh,
A lot of them are.
Yeah, okay.
Like mine's
Yeah.
not. Mine still looks fine.
Like I'm
So
looking at the legs on the sample that they used in this comparison. I'm like, is
I
that
think they found
yellowing or is it
the
that color all along?
no, it wasn't that way all along. I think they found the worst example they could find
Yeah, then
to
maybe
compare.
so. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
maybe if I can find one on sale, I'd probably get a spare one because I do like the colors on them, and I bet it would be a fun experience. But even with Ferrac, like I didn't really like the face on that one. I kind of wanted to do a face
What? I
swap with one
love
of my spare
Ferrac.
Cyclone. Oh no, he's fine, but I just
Mhm.
I prefer that face more, the normal face. I got a Kingdom one out in the other room where I usually keep Unicron out there
Yeah,
with his Herald's Galvatron and that,
I gotta
but
sell
but
mine.
Do your toys sprawl throughout your house like David's?
I try to keep him contained into this room and like just outside this room. Otherwise, it can get out of hand real fast and
You
encroach on
say,
every
yeah,
other
you don't even.
territory.
Well, yeah, I guess like you gotta you date though, right? So you gotta like
Exactly. I
look
gotta keep
look
it
keep up
normal.
presentable.
Look,
appearances. Yeah.
Well, once
Keep it
Sean's
buttoned up.
girlfriend found out that he was a toy collector, and then they just spread everywhere. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all over his whole house. His whole house is that.
is a museum.
Hmm.
It
Yeah.
is. It is the. It was started out being. It's just going to be this room,
Uh-huh.
and he was gonna like he has a pretty good size outbuilding or shop or whatever you want to call it.
Hmm.
Man, he's like had all these plans. I'm gonna insulate it and I'm gonna like finish the inside of it, and it's gonna be like another. He was gonna put a heat and air unit there, so it would be climate controlled and airtight, and
Uh-huh.
so that would also be another collection area, right? And
Sure.
he's
Yeah.
done none of that. It's just all over the living room and the
Everything just
kitchen.
migrated to the house.
The whole living room and kitchen, which is basically one huge room, is just Transformers.
He
Oh
doesn't
no,
have
I could
Transformers in
easily
his
get there.
oven,
Yeah.
does he?
I don't think he's done that. I don't
That's
think
a
he's done
Don
that.
thing.
Check the toilet tank. Is it in the?
That's too much. We had a guest come last summer, maybe 2 summers ago, and she was looking at my collection. Well, she stayed with us for like a week, and her and her husband, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you should totally like build like a house, next to your house, and you put all your Transformers and I'm like, but I in but I can see them here in
Here
this
in
house.
the house I live
Exactly.
in,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why would I spend all of that money to
and then
not see
yep,
them?
true.
Unless,
yeah.
Yeah.
it's
When
weird.
people
Yeah.
come and visit, they go to my right outside my bedroom. There's the bathroom, the upstairs.
Yeah.
They go in the bathroom and they look over. They see through my door. And they just go, "There's a lot of toys in there.
Yeah.
Who wonder whose room that is?"
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. If you step in, you will become a toy nerd too.
Yeah, you're not getting out.
It's
That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like
contagious.
when you get to our level of this kind of thing, like when I do start dating a girl, and I'll kind of warn her a little bit beforehand, but they just don't even comprehend until they come over and kind of see it.
They think
And
it's
it's
one
like,
or two. They don't
yeah.
Yeah.
think.
Oh, there was one time I'd moved into an apartment like, oh, this is probably 15, 16 years ago, but I just put out like 5 or 6 figures. Like one of them was Fans Project Magnus with the armor, on the
Oh yeah.
classics toy and stuff. There was like him and a couple other guys that I just barely pulled out of a box onto a shelf. And when I
Hmm.
brought this girl I started dating over, she looked at that and goes, "Wow, you sure got a lot of Transformers." And my eyes went wide because I'm like, she has no
Yeah,
idea.
that's red flag.
Don't
Number
go through
one.
that door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's suffice it to say it didn't work out, but there's a whole
Yeah.
other story there. No,
Yeah.
most of the time they're just like impressed, and I've had them say this before, like, "I'm just glad you have a thing and you're not into drugs." And I'm
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
There you go.
or
Exactly.
some of them like it ends up making them feel more secure because
A-
they're
a-
like, okay, this is not the type of guy to go out and just try to get like numbers from random girls.
As
He's
I've
got a
pointed out,
hobby.
I can
Mhm.
I can either consume it through alcohol and tobacco or something like that, and when you're done, you got nothing. With this,
Right,
you've got something left that you can actually turn around. Ow!
right.
Yeah, you
And
got
if you want to sell it or bequeath it to someone or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
what we like to tell ourselves.
yeah,
The
it is.
truth is,
They're
we're
gonna
making
bury it
work.
with us.
We're making work for
Exactly.
them. They're
They're
gonna
gonna
be
be
like,
they're gonna be like
I
King Tut, except it's just gonna be a bulldozer and
I
just
gotta
push
take
it
all
into
this
the
stuff to
hole.
Goodwill now. These stupid David,
They
stupid
better
Bob.
not. I'll come back and
Yeah.
haunt somebody if they
I've
drop it
I've
off at
already told them, like
Goodwill.
Yeah.
take what you want. Let anybody else take a figure if they want it.
So
Because I got no kids to leave it to, and I'm just like, otherwise, here's how it works on eBay. You just put like 5 guys together, take a picture, sell it as a lot,
Yeah.
and just see what you can get for it.
So fortunately for me, both of my kids are nerds as well. So Kylie's into Transformers. She's got a pretty decent Beast Wars collection and Godzilla collection. And
Nice.
Alex, they've got a bunch of different anime stuff. So that being said, I don't think anybody's gonna have a problem finding use for some of this stuff, or at least knowing somebody that might want it.
I recently
Right.
had both of the kids come into the office here, and because they've grown up obviously around all this stuff, they've never not known about all of these things, and
Hmm.
so they've been around it so long. I've had been starting to sell some stuff off, and I was taking pictures one day of some stuff, and my daughter came in and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm just taking some photos. I was going to eBay some things." She's like, "But why?" And I was like, "Well, to make room for other things." I was like, "Is there anything in here that you like find that you just really like? Like, well, what in here to you is untouchable? What should never
Right.
leave?" And so I had them both come in here, and they were like, that this should never go.
Was it
If
because of
this
their own
goes,
memories associated with them, or like
do
they
what?
have an attach
Yeah,
they
no,
have
my
their personal attachment to them themselves because it's always been part of the collection in that room, like
like out of all of the things, the one you can't see it, but in the far corner down there at the bottom is World Warriors, and it's basically the entire
oh yeah.
collection because it only made
Ooh.
they,
Yeah, it was only a 20 for like a
Love Guild
year,
it
so it
was
Wars.
a
wasn't any.
very yeah very small
Right.
Hmm.
collection. So but my son was like, that right there, do not ever sell that right there. That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I'm like,
It is the coolest thing
that
ever.
that is because it was like because when I was a kid and I was always into that stuff. I watched the
Do you have the battle
cartoon and
base?
have the battle base. Yep,
Nice.
yep. Uh, but I didn't know any other kids that liked it. I
Me?
was the only one. Okay, you did.
Well, you should have come over.
Well, dang
Yeah.
it. You didn't
Yeah.
invite me, man.
Yeah.
You didn't invite me.
My room was a mess anyway. It was probably too messy to have
Well, so
friends
was
over.
mine, you
Yeah.
know. So anyway, but he picked that and my daughter picked everything that was Japanese looking, you know, and so there we go. And they both picked Unicron.
Of
Don't ever
course.
get
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah.
sometimes I regret them, but most of the time I'm just happy to have them.
Right.
Indeed. So
All right, cool.
But
Well,
that's the news.
that's the news.
That's the
So
news.
let's talk
Don't
about
touch
what
that
we
dime.
buy.
Uh,
So Nathan, you want to lay it on
Yes.
us, man? Let us know what
all
you
right.
bought.
So I got a Anya from Spy X Family
Uh huh.
from Ross. Okay, so regular retail, this is $45.
What?
Why?
That's what the tag said. I
What a
got this.
ripoff.
I got this for 14 at Ross.
I think you still got ripped off.
you got
Yeah.
referred
A little bit.
Well, yeah. I
So
saw
what
that.
is that? What is
It's
that?
it's H Figuarts.
Oh, okay. SHV arts.
Yeah,
All right.
but for tiny hands that are way too small and a couple of faces is not $45 for
She's like new age size, $45
Yeah.
and really small.
yeah.
So what
so
fiction is that from? Or
Spy X
X,
Family.
yeah.
Oh.
It's anime.
okay.
It's kind of like the Smiths, but add a little girl to it and a dog.
Oh, okay.
It's the best way I can describe that.
Check
I
it out.
I got Blockies. I got the minor Megatron, or as I'm calling it, the King Kong. He has like that yellow power fist kind of
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
with the drill. But
Did you just call him Megatron?
Minor.
did I
Megatron,
minor?
yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking minors. You're wrong,
Yes.
wrong. Minor Optimus, not minor Megatron. But
Okay.
my Walmart is just drowning in these TF1 blockies. Just they can't get rid of them. No one wants to buy them for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Well, the movie came out what 2 years ago.
Something like that.
Yeah,
And I just saw the guy stocking them yesterday. I was like, you guys are still stocking those? Why?
Yeah, maybe they think they're evergreen. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know.
Totally
Uh,
not. But
for Bob, and I got a feral.
Oh
yeah, from
yeah.
X Factor.
She was $20
Oh, I
on
Well,
like
she was the
Amazon.
Hellions, wasn't she?
Was she an
X-Force.
Hellion? She was on X Force. Maybe
Oh,
she
was
was a
she? I
Hellion.
think she originally was a Hellion, though.
She probably
She's an
was.
she's an X
I don't
Factor, isn't she?
remember her being in the Hellions, but
Yeah, back in the early New Mutants.
no, I love the Hellions, but
But yeah, she the way they sculpted her, she has some serious boobage that they just.
yes.
But I guess you don't care. It's the
So
90s.
she's Liefeld,
like
accurate.
look at that.
Mhm.
I didn't realize it until I opened it. I was like,
You didn't what?
And
I
it
didn't
awakens
realize
Okay.
how.
Yeah.
don't lie.
Yeah, okay, Nathan. Sure.
But yeah, it's going
How
on my
could
X.
you not
It's
notice?
going on my X4 shelf.
And that's
Whenever
the
I
only reason
fix
anybody
that.
wants that figure.
Exactly. I was at Books A Million, and I picked up some trades for some stuff I've been wanting to finish. So I got Absolute Batman, Volume 1 and 2. So it's the more current DC trying to do Ultimate Comics. It's actually Scott Snyder's doing Batman, and it felt like it would be weird him writing Batman again, but it feels so different and so fresh. It's actually fun
So
to read Batman.
when you say it's like Ultimate Comics, it's like they've done like a pocket universe type thing.
So Darkseid created his own universe, so there's no hope. So now all these characters exist, but like Superman's not as hopeful. Batman doesn't have money, but he's like an engineer, so he has to cobble all this stuff together like on the fly or like through different means. He doesn't have all the money for it.
So they basically they just created like a new universe.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, and the creator of Bane hated the new Bane design, and he called it an abomination. So therefore, Scott Snyder titled that arc Abomination.
Meh.
So weird pettiness. I also got Absolute Superman, which is also really good. I didn't like it at first because it's the most feels like Superman, but Jason Aaron writes in a story where it makes Superman interesting.
Okay.
Superman is interesting, but
I will say, as a longtime comics reader, and I read both Marvel and DC, typically Batman and Superman were not at the top of my read list because they are more corporate logos than they were
Right.
actual characters. Whereas the Flash and Green Lantern, characters like that, more of your B-listers, they would take more of a risk with those characters. And I generally enjoyed reading them more. So I'm glad to see that they're at least experimenting with the corporate mascots.
right. And I appreciate Superman for the most part because like there's parallels between him on Krypton and him on Earth. Like they're tying everything of his origin together versus be like, yeah, Krypton is over there. Like it all like everything makes sense and matters for Superman versus sometimes like they kind of cherry pick
Uh-huh.
certain stuff, which I do appreciate, and I'm glad they kept certain stuff like Lois is a character, the Peacemakers are a character. Like there's an army of them that he gets chased by, and it's like a really fun fight. The last thing, I got Classics Optimus, my local toy store. I have his air scoop, the cabbie part. It's somewhere
The
in here.
shield. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little bit of paint missing on a couple parts, but
I
you know,
didn't even remember him having any paint. I thought he was all colored plastic.
no, on the
No,
arms.
I mean, I've got
on-
one, but
Yellow
on the arms there's like blue. It's like looks like it's clear blue, like they
okay.
painted over the windows.
Oh, you're right. It is clear plastic that they
So-
painted. Yeah.
but
Have you
like
ever
it's
handled him before?
no, I haven't, and it's so fun. 'Cause
It is
it's
a good
Optimus
figure.
Like it's Optimus Prime. You know what he's going to turn into, but it's like nice to see because I remember seeing these toys
Mhm.
on like Hasbro.com back in the day, but I never saw them. I think animated and like the movies were out, so a lot of toy shows had that stuff. So
Yeah.
I never,
Solid, though,
I never,
huh?
yeah, he's like really nice, and he'll look weird next to that Nerf gun Megatron.
Yeah, they
Like,
had
I
I love
a.
that Nerf gun Megatron. I got the Henkai one too, but sometimes I'll put them both into pistol mode and just dual wield.
There
them
you go.
around.
There you go.
Yeah, they also have a shattered glass version for that figure and a white Magnus as well.
And
Of course.
and, orange BotCon exclusive.
Oh, that's right, Fire Guts looking one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's way better than that other Optimus that came out like a couple years before that, where he had like the gimmick where like he swiveled, because that swivel never really stays in place. So on the shelf sometimes I'll look over and like Optimus is like torso's backwards.
Oh, the animated one.
No, it was it was like there was an action. He came with the Megatron. Megatron's horrible, but like they had an action gimmick where you could have them like punch
There
each
was
other like
a
Rock'em Sock'em robots.
wasn't there? No, you're not talking about the 2-pack where they're like deluxe size and
I
Megatron's a
think it
green
was,
tank.
yeah, that was that
Maybe
where he
like
had the
that. Okay.
gimmick where he had like the but that swivel's so loose.
I
I
never
don't
got
think
the
I've ever
toy, so I
handled
don't remember
those.
it having
Yeah.
any gimmicks or
The
whatever.
Megatron's horrible because the arm just falls off. Like it's horrible. I'll
I'm
hear a
glad you're upgrading your classics collection.
yeah, I heard
Mhm.
a clunk the other day. I'm like, oh, $50 says it's that green tank Megatron. And that arm fell off again. But yeah, that's it. Very didn't get much.
It was a
I'm
light week
expecting
for you, huh?
I'm expecting some J-Jo Ninja Turtles. I just got the email about it today, so
All right, cool. All right, birthday Joe, what'd you get for your birthday?
Well, the stuff that I got for my birthday was stuff that I really already had because no one knows what to buy for me, right?
Uh-huh.
So I really have to.
don't we know the problem? We all know the problem.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's like I get the go ahead from, whoever, do you want me to just give you some money or do you want to buy what it is that you want and give it to me and I'll pay you back and then you'll act like you're surprised, that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I already had it, but I officially, opened it up as of, well, yesterday. So, my Bruticus.
Cool.
Nice.
So, and he is and it stayed in boxes for like a month and it's been killing me.
Have you seen the meme with the
Chicken nuggets.
chicken nuggets? Yes.
No, I haven't.
What's
Send
that?
it.
So
Send
yeah,
it,
I'll look
please.
for it. It's basically instead of the swindle, there's chicken nuggets,
Oh, okay.
a stack of
Well,
chicken nuggets.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed uh Mike's many photos of what you can put in place of Swindle since
Oh yeah,
we
we
may
did.
never get one.
Yeah.
Sean was sending me, just for people watching on the thing. Sean was sending me requests of what to stick inside of Bruticus's leg, and
Yeah,
so I was
what else
showing
will
off
fit in
that.
there?
Well, I had full tilt in there, but then he says, "How about kickback?" And I actually did make kickback work in it. And then he said, and then I did Trailbreaker, a
Hmm.
Stunicon. Who else did I put in there that was kind of random too? There was a slew of them. But I couldn't get like a side swipe to work or anything like that. So it actually is fairly selective. But I'll talk more about that when it's my turn because I got him here too. Just spoiler alert. But yeah,
Yeah.
what do you think so far? Even with uh
Oh, I love
small
it.
leg.
He's very gosh, he's very beefy,
As he
right?
should
I
be.
mean, as he should be, yes. But here's the thing. I think that he may be bulkier or as at least as bulky once he's all finished and you get the last piece in his leg as Devastator and he's, you know,
They kind of have a same feel to them as far as their
the
overall build.
heft.
Yeah,
Yeah, he has a lot of there's more to him there than like Superion
yeah.
or help me out.
Minosaur.
Sonicons, Menasor, yeah. He's more substantial, I guess I should say. Um, so I got those guys. I got some birthday money, which that's good. Probably end up just like paying a bill or something with it. I don't know because it gets deposited and you do with it what you do with it. This is the funny thing. Okay, so I I have some very sweet in-laws. I have they're very sweet people. I love them very much. I'm not saying that out of I'm not trying to be funny. I
Are
really
they
do.
our 6 subscribers?
No, no, they don't even know what this is. But also, all they know is that uh, they care about me and they know that I like Transformers. And bless her, to my mother-in-law, Transformer is a Transformer is a Transformer.
Mm-hmm.
And so she goes into the Priceville Pickers store, which is here locally, and it's exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And it's just got a bunch of crap in there, really. So she finds this. If I don't know if you can.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Is that a Dark of the Moon? It is Dark of the Moon.
the
Bumblebee?
Cyberfire Bumblebee.
It's
Yeah,
Bayverse
yeah.
Transformers.
Do you have one of those already?
I don't have any
Well,
Bayverse
now he
anything.
does.
Isn't that like
That
15
one,
years
that
old?
one in particular, the face looks so psychotic.
Well,
Well, it's
that Bumblebee
Bayverse.
was
That's Bayverse.
that Bumblebee was peeing
No,
on
no, no, I
federal
mean
agents. Yeah.
more than the average Bumblebee. That one looked like I got that one
It's
and I transformed it and I was like, ugh, I
It looks like he did some war
put it
crimes.
back. But yeah, let me put this back into car mode. This thing looks awful.
she was like it just being as sincere as she could be. So
Yeah.
Joey, do you have that one? And I'm like, no, I don't
I
have
sure
that one.
don't.
You know, I
Yes.
don't have that one. But thank you so much. And she was
And
like,
then
oh, I was hoping so. You have all so many. I didn't know if you'd had that one or not.
like stomp it right in front of her.
Yep,
Yeah,
I've had people
no.
gift me
Never do
Transformers
that
before
again.
with the exact same sort of
And
dynamic.
you
Oh
can't
Yeah.
do
yeah,
anything.
oh yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
do anything with it. You gotta
He's
keep
got to
it
be
forever.
nice.
Yeah.
That's so
Oh
sweet
no, I
of her
wouldn't.
though.
They're
I
Just
gonna
to,
wouldn't.
bury you with it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead and do that. Absolutely. So anyway, that's pretty much what I got for my birthday. So
Cool, cool. So, what you got going on, Mike?
a couple of things. One of the reasons I brought Unicron in here is because that same friend that took me over to the roller coaster thing. First of all, he got me this little Lego set that's Crow and
Uh,
oh
Oh,
man,
that's
oh,
Nice.
fun.
the
awesome.
gumball machine from Mystery Science Theater 3000. I still got to put it
Yeah.
together. I keep on kind of putting it off. I was digging around in my one container here. I thought that I had the one that had those Ninja Insecticons on it, and I couldn't find them in there without digging around and making too much noise anyway. But I did somehow on top finally find my pipe from my Here's Why It's
all
Cool.
right.
There
Oh
you
yeah,
go.
yeah. So now I can join
Yeah.
Spider Bob and
Oh,
pontificate.
absolutely.
Now we all gotta get
You
pipes.
can pontificate.
Yeah, we're all grumpy old men. They need pipes.
I'll go
Yeah.
get like one of those like bath toys, bubble pipes. Just
You're gonna need to get your pipe out when you're throwing down some facts.
That's
there you
right.
go.
True. So I got my same friend that had given me the Lego Mystery Science Theater guys and took me to that theme park the other day. Also dropped on me, I think it's Doctor Wu, but it got me Unicron's little herald here that sits on his shoulder,
Oh.
which also comes with that version of him too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I kind of want
And
that
there's
one.
so much fun. I thought I would have to pull him apart and put him on here, but it actually comes as two separate figures, and this transforms into
See,
a little planet Cybertron. It's
Yeah.
so much fun.
I keep
It's so cool.
wondering when
Wow.
I think it's a Super 7 Unicron is going to get released as Grand Galvatron.
Right.
Yep.
It also reminds me of that. Is it Render 87 or something like that? He made that RC animation where she's zipping through town and she ends up fighting this Galvatron. That's a big planet. You
I
guys
do.
know
Yeah.
that?
He's
I've
got
seen
all
that
the
one, yeah.
best transforming parts.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So the other thing that I got was, of course, I got my Bruticus, and I got two of them. So I got Onslaught here with a Armada Prime gun because I feel like it needed a weapon. So
Yeah.
Yes,
he's
he
been hanging
does.
out on the desk with a couple of guys. But I love Onslaught. I think he's really, really cool. I love his truck mode. I love putting all the Combaticons just on him and having them all hang out because Combaticons just rule, and he's really
His
a
robot
solid,
mode
fun
is
figure.
amazing.
He is so
Yes.
nice.
Oh yeah. So I've
Yeah.
been enjoying him by himself, but then I also took my other one and went and combined the heck out of him to put the shockwave cannon on him. I got a Jetfire gun hanging off the back that actually can like tilt up like that
Nice.
if you attach it to his little onslaught hands back there.
Very
Mhm.
cool.
And then right now I've got a Stunticon filling that slot there. But
There
I
you
can't help
go.
but I keep looking at
Nice.
pictures of when Swindle is here because I've gone back and forth on this guy, and I love him. I love him for the most part, but there was something about his proportions that I wasn't liking because I almost would have rather had him more lithe and slender like Menasor or
Mhm.
Superion. But I mean, he's growing on me because he just feels like he's supposed to be big anyway. But I
Yeah.
think for me, the stockiness of him will be less apparent when he actually does have the swindle foot because the brawl foot looks pretty good, that leg. And in pictures I see where swindle will really fill him out really nice there. But also I think it's just that I was never a big fan of the G1 animated chest. Like I'm much more a fan of the silver one, or like Baldigus
Yeah.
has the big gold one. And so I kind of toyed with the idea of painting the silver. But even so,
Oh.
like the wings are animation accurate, but I kind of like the way that the toy one is. Like over there, I've got the Mastermind Boldigus, and I actually had him there ready for last week, and then sorry, couldn't make it then. But like there's something about the way that the wings are shaped Oh, there goes Wild Rider falling out of the lake.
Uh,
He's not perfect, but like there's something about the shape of the wings here where it's like it's kind of missing the fins that poke out here, and I wish
Yeah.
that these weren't quite so tall on the edge. Like I wish it was kind of narrower toward the end.
Yeah.
Minor nitpicks all around. I think he's super cool, and I really like him. And he hasn't left my desk since I got him. What 2 weeks ago, I think. So I'm really happy with him. Um, and I've got my other combiners that I had to dig out too, and I got a Devastator in that. They've all been hanging around with each other. And say what you will about these frames, but I've been really enjoying them, and they're a lot more fun to play with than the kind of floppy Combiner
Yes,
Wars ones, which I
Oh
like as
yeah.
well. So
100%.
100%.
other than that, that's about what I got as far as
Jinx, you owe
fun,
me
cool
a
toys.
Wheeled Warrior.
Yeah.
Those
Okay.
are expensive. I'll
I
have to
may
go
have a
raid it from
duplicate. I don't
Joey's
know.
house.
Yeah. Oh, I did get also got Shockwave too. I forgot to
Yeah.
say that. I
Oh, the
haven't,
86 one.
Hmm.
yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't put him on arm or shoulder cannon mode yet, but
He's pretty fun. I liked him there so much. I ended up getting a spare just because I hate myself because I've already got 2 siege ones plus a gray shack wave, and then I liked this one enough. Just in once I attached him to Bruticus, I didn't want to
Hmm.
have to take him off Bruticus, so I went and got another one too. And
do you have a comic
again,
book one?
I never did
Yeah,
get the
you
comic
need
book
the
one. I
dramatic
resisted that.
capture also.
And that one I also resisted. Tried just tempted. I got Macross Valkyries to buy, and possibly two
The
Missing
comic,
Link sound waves. Come on
Yeah.
now.
the comic book one's pretty cool. I'm just saying.
I thought he looked great. Actually, him and the Grimlock both look good too. But they
Yeah,
were ones where I just had to be like,
you
let's
have to
kind of
leave
hold
something
back.
off. Yeah.
Exactly. If you got everything, then I'd be sleeping on top of it. So, but yeah, that's it for me.
all right, Groundhog David.
All right.
Mm.
What did I get? Not that much. I got
Yeah,
here's
it's only
another
20 things he's going to show us now.
here's another 80s
I
another
think very
80s toy
rare
line.
too and valuable.
Oh, Star Wars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Star Wars
Yes.
Motor
Oh, my,
Mouth.
my brother's got some of the walking robot ones. Oh, they're
Oh,
so cool. I remember
nice.
those.
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah.
looks like a Wacky Races vehicle. Like
It
it's
does.
Yeah, I could see it. And they do have
Oh, yeah.
nice.
the pullback motors.
Motors still work?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
This is the first one of these that I've gotten. I've got all, not all, but I have most of the other figures, but I've been slow to get the vehicles now. Start doing that, but slowly. This one wasn't too bad. It was like $35 on eBay. I got more Joe Turtles, which is stupid. Um, got Snake Eyes
Yeah,
Leo
nice.
and Krang,
Destro Krang.
Destro Krang, yes.
What? I didn't even know about that one. Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't Leo come with Razar / Timber?
No, no.
What did what photo did I see, or is that or is that a different?
Like Razor from Ninja Turtles 2?
Yes, but
But he's a dog?
But as
but as
Timber?
Timber.
As the husky? Nice.
There might be some other release or deluxe release or something because I know like April O'Neil / Scarlet
Comes
is
with one of the vehicles, yeah.
packed into one of the vehicles, and I haven't really been keeping up with the line, so maybe there's a deluxe set or a vehicle. It wouldn't surprise me if there was like a commando version of Snake Eyes that came with maybe a dog, Razar or something like that.
Hmm.
I got this a while back. I posted a picture of it in our team text chat. I finally finished it.
Ooh.
Nice.
It's
Wow,
okay.
that's cool.
Yeah, a little bit. It's
Is he
Look, it's-
green or is he gray?
it's gray. He's gray. It's leader
Okay.
one. You don't recognize leader one from the
Leader
robots?
No,
one.
I didn't. I didn't recognize that. you
Yes.
know.
And they have a
What?
Mospieta Cyclone that's in like red and blue, which is labeled as Cykill.
There you
Oh,
go.
So I'm tempted to get that one too. But this is a 1980s 86 model kit, so it's like as bad as you remember.
Uh-huh.
Like, none of the pieces really fit together. There's
that
no
picture you
like
sent looked like a nightmare alone. Yeah.
yeah, there's no like tabs or like any of the like modern model kits where you put the two pieces and it's very clear how they go together. Like
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
this, like you just have to hold the glue, like glue it and like hold it until it
So,
dries.
yep.
And there's, yeah,
That's why I only did one model kit when I was a kid in the 80s.
yeah,
But
it's
yeah.
pretty awful. Like a lot of the pieces don't like exactly line up.
Well, it looks like you did a good job considering.
I did the best I could.
Yeah.
There are some, I'm like the ADHD part of me, or the obsessive compulsive part of me is deciding whether I want to like make it perfect or if this is good enough.
I
It
hear
has
that
it has
can.
decals
So
too.
that's from
Yeah.
the Mospita. What model plane bot is that? Was that
Um.
called?
Well,
Legios?
Legios and
O-
Alpha.
Okay.
In
Okay.
Robotech, they were called Alphas.
Yeah.
In most
Okay.
Beta, they were Legios. And it does transform. And actually, most of the joints are pretty good, except for these elbows. There's like
Aw.
no
Mm,
tension there at all.
Have you tried to
Um,
transform them
He's
yet? Or
got
you?
tennis elbow.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
needs to do some curls.
I haven't tried transforming him.
Are you
But
worried
but
about
he
it?
no, no,
Okay.
he I mean I've transformed his arms and legs. I just haven't transformed him like completely. But I
Right.
thought I would decal him up before I transform him and then, decal him the rest of the way. So
He's got a good look to him, though. But I know how models are usually feel kind of lighter and a little more delicate.
yeah, he feels about the same as a modern deluxe.
Oh, really?
Actually,
Okay.
he's not terrible. He's got like die cast landing gear,
Huh.
and the wheels are rubber. So like, kind of premium as far as things go. It's just,
Yeah.
an
It's
80s
that one
model
arm.
kit. Well, just both of them are like loosey goosey as all heck.
Wow.
Um, so I'm trying. Yeah, I've been thinking about like if I'd known how loose they were, I could have put like some stuff in there to tighten up the joints, but now I can't get to it because it's glued.
It's
So
glued.
yeah,
Nice.
whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sad I did it. I'm debating on the leader the cycle.
How many
And then
hours of work do you think you put into it? How long do
a
you think it took to?
lot. Yeah, a
Yeah,
lot. Just
I
well,
imagine.
but thing is like I would do it like 20 or 30 minutes, glue some things, and then have to go do something else
Mm-hmm.
while I
Just gotta
waited
wait
for
for
it
it
to
As
to
you
set
do.
up.
dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like a Gundam kit where you sit down and you do it all in like 3 or 4 hours. It's like 30 minutes here, and then I'm gonna go make dinner for the kids, and like
Mm-hmm.
30 minutes here, and then I'm gonna go pay the bills or whatever it
That's a
is.
commitment,
Yeah.
though. That's still some dedication just to get
Y-
it done without getting too distracted.
Yeah, it's
That's
been
not
sitting
bad.
in my kitchen table for like uh over a month.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
my wife is in all ways a saint, but especially to have like a disassembled model kit taking up half of our kitchen table for
That's fun.
months.
That is
That's
the
funny.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a key. You should
And the
keep that one.
and the kids weren't
I
tempted to
think
mess
she's
with it.
growing on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
like really coming around on her.
That's good.
Hope she doesn't find the
That's
podcast and
good
hear you
news.
say
No,
that.
no, we tell her this shit. No, I was telling her like that I love her or whatever earlier, and she's like,
Or
"Why do you treat me?"
whatever.
Yeah, whatever thing I said to her. Oh, how beautiful she was probably today,
There you
and
go.
she was like, "Why are you so mean to me?" And I'm like, "Because you don't like nice guys." And she was like,
Got to
she
be a
puts
was
on
bad
like,
boy.
puts on leather jacket. He's like, yeah, you like the bad boys.
"That's
I'm
right." And
just
she was like, "Well, that's you got me now. You don't have to play the part." And I'm like, "No, but I'm always wooing you. Like I'm just,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
like
I was just telling
I
mine.
never stop working."
Never
Yeah.
stop working. Never stop working. I was just telling mine right before I logged on. I was like,
Mm.
"God, your butt looks good in those pants."
Yeah.
And she turned around and she was like,
like,
and I'm like,
And
pow.
seriously?
and
I mean, have you
and
been
then
doing some like
yeah.
you sneaking in workouts that I don't know about? I mean, what? And she was like, "Would you stop?"
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just
And
can't
then
take a compliment.
but you didn't finish
That's
the
good.
sentence, which is, and they would look better with the pants on the floor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
He had a podcast to do
that's
tonight.
true. That's
That's
true,
true. No, that's
David.
true. We would have been down a guy.
Next
Yeah.
time I just need to run these things by David and
Yeah.
let
Just
David
text me.
correct.
There you
I got a
go.
whole,
Yeah.
yeah, I got the whole
That
repertoire.
sounds good, except throw this into.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Add
Okay.
on. Last thing I got, I'm going to open it here.
An egg? What is?
It's an egg. It's a Godzilla egg.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
Godzuki.
blind.
Oh. That'd be fun if it was a Godzuki and
Blind.
Sean's not here.
This is a new thing they've got at Target. They've actually had these eggs for a while. I've got like the burning Godzilla
Uh-huh.
in this style.
So
And
you remember the old pantyhose eggs that Legs
yeah.
had? Is that about the same size or a little smaller?
yeah, about the same size as an Easter egg. All right, he's
Yeah.
got another layer of plastic here. I'll have to figure out later, but he's the ice cream colors.
Oh.
So there's like a
Oh.
hamburger colors, a zebra, anyway, and a cyborg. There's like 6 different weird colors.
It
I
kind of
got
looks
that
like Pepto
ice cream.
Bismol.
A little bit.
Yeah,
In
maybe.
egg
Well, he's
form.
got like a little bit of swirl and some sprinkles
Little
on his chest.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
see that.
All right, that's all I got.
All right, groovy. Well,
Yeah, how many spider buggies did you buy, Bob?
I didn't get any spider buggies.
Ah.
Oh,
So,
come on.
um,
That's not true.
no spider buggies. I got a G1
Nice.
Oh, sludge.
Nice.
Yep, sludge.
Now,
I
that is
did.
al-
I
that
was
is always
con-
a good decision.
I was concerned when I first saw the auction. This might be a KO, but it does not have any of the signs of the KO. So, like right here, where this pin goes through here,
Uh-huh.
the KO it's solid. It's not this H shape.
Mm.
And also the tampos and everything look legit. Transformed it earlier today. It's still pretty tight. The wings got a little bit of flop to them, but not too bad. So I did buy some of that joint tightener that you suggested,
Oh, the
David.
Kikis. Yeah.
So I think I might try that out on his wings and see
Okay.
if that kind of tightens them up a little bit. Just
it
to
should.
experiment with that. You said it was a very much a lot like Elmer's glue.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yep. But
And the one advice I can give you is that little needle that you squirt the glue. Have you played with it at all?
I haven't. I just got
Okay.
it a couple of days ago and I haven't done anything
Okay,
with
so
it.
so you got the black bottle and then there's a little metal needle that the glue travels through. That will clog. It comes probably you got with like a little push pin to kind of clean it out.
Okay.
But the best thing to do is you just unscrew the lid and then just pour some hold it under some running water.
Warm water.
And
So
and that'll keep it nice and clear because there've been many times I've wanted to like fix a loose joint and that thing is clogged.
Oh, it's been
and then I have
clogged.
to spend like
So
30 minutes cleaning it out.
It clogs very much like an Elmer's glue bottle would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which do you know if it's an organic compound like Elmer's glue, or at least Elmer's glue originally was anyway?
Horse paste? No, I don't know.
No, okay. Just curious.
I
Other thing.
haven't tried eating it.
Oh well,
You know what though?
that
Maybe
paste is tasty.
I'll try to.
Well, he wouldn't be saying that if it's glue. His mouth's glued.
There we
shut.
go.
I'll feed it
Oh,
to the
wow.
kids and
Nice.
and ask them what they think it tastes like.
There you go.
Yeah.
It tastes like horse.
Yeah. Like, great. Can you tell Bob?
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing I got is it's not
Tattoo.
quite ready.
Oh,
It's not
Oh.
quite ready.
Bob's going through his
it's-
midlife crisis.
It looks blotchy right here just because that's where the ink and the plasma are underneath there's a bandage on here right now. So this
Okay.
will look cleaner and sharper next week after I take this
What is
bandage
that?
off and clean it up.
It's like a
There's a
circuit board.
little bit of color on it, and I'll have some color put on it, some more color put on it later. So, but yeah, the toy over there was 36. This was 400.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
Is that your
For
first
that
tattoo,
much?
Bob? Or-
Yep.
Gee whiz!
So the
I
design,
showed you guys mine that I got right there. But
yeah,
Nice.
All right.
yeah.
All we're talking
So
about.
typically it's a couple $100 per hour for the sitting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I mean, also the artist. So, what she did is I sent her some reference material. So, what it is it is the design for the cyborg from the $6 Million Man. You know, the one that had the face that came off. So, on the arm, he had on the toy, there was a design like a panel there. So,
Cool.
I had her use that. And she added some extra things. So I've got a scar right here on my arm that this is pointing towards.
Uh-huh.
And then the date of my break when I was 11 years old, when I broke this here. There's
Oh,
also a
dude.
gravity gauge on here that just to remind me that gravity is in full effect. Because
Yeah.
if
We
I've
had
told
a
the
hard time with
story,
that
Rod in
last
your
year.
leg doesn't
Yeah.
remind you all the time.
well, that'll be a separate tattoo eventually.
I was gonna ask. Yeah.
Yep, yep. So it went pretty well. It wasn't super painful. I haven't had any problems. So that
That's a
being
good place to
said,
get one, I think.
do what now?
That's a good place to get one.
Yeah, I thought
Kind of
so.
on
Yeah.
the bone, it would hurt a little bit. But
Probably. Well, and she didn't want to do the scar either, so it points towards the scar. So
Ah.
if I haven't told y'all the story, when I was 11, I was at the public pool in Grapevine, Texas, and you watch cartoons as a kid, and you see somebody run off a cliff like Wile E. Coyote. He doesn't fall until he looks down. So I
Oh,
wanted to test the
Bob.
cartoon theory of
No,
gravity.
Bob. How
So
old were
I
you?
finally
15?
do what?
How old were you? 15?
11.
20.
11. I was
Still
just
old
turning
enough to know
11.
better.
maybe if you
Still
were
old
6 or
enough
7,
to
but I don't know.
He's
at
like,
11.
eat it, Isaac
Yeah.
Newton, eat it.
Yeah.
You
So
were eating paste and Elmer's glue, weren't you?
it was. That's right. I'd had a bowl of paste that morning and was feeling particularly adventurous.
You're feeling invincible.
So
Yeah.
I closed my eyes and I was going to run off the end of that high dive board over the water, and I figure I'm going to dangle until I look down, or I open my eyes. Well, I slipped and fell over the side of the board, and then on the way down there was a high school kid walking under the board.
Oh,
And my leg apparently hit his shoulder, turned my body around, and then my arm hit the deck and broke both bones right here, where they had to cut me open to set everything. So
good
yep,
Lord.
this
Got
was actually
screws
the
down
second
there,
time
too.
I'd broken this arm.
No me
The
gusta.
first time I was 7,
Bob, you're
and
like Mr. Glass. You need to be in
Yeah.
I guess so,
Shyamalan
man.
movie.
So I was jumping out of the swing set in the backyard, and at one point I wound up somehow twisting and I landed on my arm and broke it. That one, my dad cut the cast off with a hacksaw, as you did in the
As your dad
70s.
does.
The second one,
You'll be fine.
I had 2 casts and I had a brace because the break was worse. Plus, you just don't heal as well when you're older, between 7 and 11. So,
Hey, I want to see the
Whatever.
scar from the hacksaw because there's definitely
Yeah.
got to be one, right?
no, he knew how to cut it in such
Yeah,
a way
deft
where
touch
he could
with-
crack it open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a walnut, you know.
But yeah, the first one they had on me, I mean, it went all the way up to the end, to like right here on my fingers and around
man.
my thumb, and all the way down and around the bend of the elbow.
Oh wow.
So the first one, and then they cut that one off, and when they cut it off, the skin had sloughed off underneath it. So when they took it off, I saw it. My skin was all like a yellow, except a big black patch was on one part of my arm, and I freaked out a little bit. But they're like, "Oh, don't worry," they cleaned it off. Then they put another cast on me, and the gal who did that cast, she would do like little designs and plaster for people. So, she asked me what I wanted. She made a bluebird she put on there for me. I couldn't think of anything. I'm like, all right. And then lastly, I had a brace, but I pretty much spent all that summer in cast. But anyway, I can definitively tell you that gravity was in full effect, whether you're looking or not.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. Good.
Constance.
It is a constant.
Bob,
Full
at least
warning.
you didn't pass out with your tattoo. My brother,
Oh, he
he-
passed out?
he passed out. So he tries calling my mom, but he's passed out. So his then girlfriend, now wife, calls my mom. And we've never met his girlfriend. We knew he had a girlfriend, so this is a great introduction to her. And she's like very nervous. She's like, "So Sam passed out." She's like, "What are you guys doing?"
Well, I'm going to say this in his defense. If you get your penis tattooed, you probably should pass out.
It was just his knee. He just got his knee tattooed.
Oh, okay.
And he
that
passed
you can
out.
see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yes.
So anyway, yep, I'm going to go back at some point. I'm going to have a few little pops of color put in there as well. And then eventually I'll get the leg done.
Bob, when are you going to get the eye socket done?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
you know
Yeah,
what,
you
man?
Or the
That too,
tongue.
too.
If I do finally get cataracts, I will look into the bionic eye. Absolutely.
There you go. What about just the eyelids? Just when you close the eye, it's the bionic eye.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's funny. Get your eyelid
Imagine.
tattooed where it's got
Right.
the little
Oh.
circle rangefinder.
Mm.
The
That's
needles
too-
trying to get on your eye. Can you imagine?
Oh
'Cause-
man, ugh.
I would
do the rest
actually
of you
like
guys have
a
tattoos, or-
tattoo of just eyes,
There
so
is.
that in a meeting I could take a nap.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
That's right. Yep.
That's a good,
you know
actually,
what? That's a good
very good idea.
strategy.
Yeah.
Ping pong
Except
balls
they
are
put the
cheaper.
wrong eye color on your eyelids, so people are
Yeah.
like, David's eye color keeps changing.
Yeah. It's got heterochromia.
So that's what Bob got this week. All right. Well, on to who died. So this was put in the notes per request. Sean's father died Sunday, August 2nd, at age 78. He was watching TV, and while not verified, Sean believes it was the Grumpy Old Fans podcast on YouTube.
So we killed him.
In
according to
lieu
Sean.
of flowers, the family asks that you send Transformers to Sean.
This is a Ponzi scheme, or no? This is a
Yes.
Shanzi scheme. This is-
Ponzi scheme.
Yes.
So anyway, rest in
And
peace,
little
Sean's
flowers.
dad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's still so sad. That's kind of
All
like
of that
how
is
the,
legit. I'm
the,
sure.
the guys that do the voice for like Prowl and Springer and that, they always joked that since Orson Welles died right after he recorded for the Transformers the movie,
Uh-huh.
they've always said that Wally Burr's the one that killed him because of how many takes he makes you do and keeps you working in the booth the whole time. So it sounds like we just did the same thing to Sean's dad.
Oh,
So, all right,
I always
buddy.
thought he just died of shame.
Might have been a little bit of that too.
I did
So
a
he
voice
did
for
see
what?
this podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, in other morbid news, Vincent Pastore, best known as Salvatore Big Pussy Bonpensiero on The Sopranos, finally went to sleep with the fishes at the age of 80. So if you guys ever
Oh,
watched
wow.
The Sopranos, he was the guy who was, spoilers for anybody who hadn't seen The Sopranos, he was a rat for the FBI. So they
Never watched it.
Spoilers. I haven't gotten to that.
Yeah.
I ain't
season
gotten
yet.
around to it.
Damn
It's only been 30 years, but okay.
Has it only been 30 years?
Thereabouts.
I'm taking it slow, enjoying every,
Well,
savoring every
David,
episode.
you should watch the callback podcast where it has his son and the daughter from the show of Tony Soprano. They do a whole podcast looking back.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't watch it, saw the clips. I was like, that's all I think I
So
need.
you saw the show then, huh?
Yeah, there you go. All I know is mob guy, someone gets thrown in the river.
During
Follow.
COVID, The Sopranos kind of made a comeback. I watched the first season. I'm like,
That
it's all
makes
right.
sense.
It's all right.
Did you watch the movie, the prequel movie?
Nope.
His
Didn't care
son,
enough.
the actor's son plays a younger version of him.
Oh,
Remember hearing
okay.
about that. and
Oh.
they
So
did a
James,
pretty good job.
Gandolfini.
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 And now his son's he was in Daredevil.
Yeah.
Born again. He was Wilson Fisk's one of his cabinet of people.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that one guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think wasn't his name Nathan?
No, it isn't me. No.
No.
No, he's supposed to be the Rose in the comics, but
Oh,
he's not the Rose.
yeah. They
Was
kind
it
of dropped
really?
a hint of the rose. I don't know if you saw it in the last season of Daredevil.
Uh-huh.
There were a couple of hints that they dropped in there
Yeah.
of the rose. So if you're familiar with the comic, spoilers, the Rose is the son of Wilson Fisk. So,
He wears a white suit and a ski mask.
uh,
Too soon.
It's like a leather
Sometimes.
mask or something.
no,
Is
it's,
it-
yeah,
is it
it's not
leather?
really. Yeah, it's not a ski
And
mask. Yeah.
sunglasses.
It's
as
a
well.
purple mask. It is kind of leathery looking.
He
And-
got it from Baron Zemo. They bought the same, same shop.
Did he get stuck to his face with
he got
adhesive
a
X?
pack of masks.
No,
and
it
he
wasn't.
Split it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought that was one of the sillier aspects of Baron Zemo, that his mask couldn't come off. I'm like, how's he eat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, comic book logic. All right, well, let's talk about grumpy old men on film. So, first up is Lost in Space.
It's space. It's
From-
space.
From 1998. Danger, Joey Tribbiani, danger.
Yeah.
So the best thing about this film is the trailer. If you watch the
The
trailer,
CGI monkey wasn't the best thing about the film.
no, it was
No.
not. No. So Peter
So
Cullen does
weird.
the voiceover, and I put in the chat of the
Yeah, I saw that
of the
trailer, with
and
it.
I was
Yep.
like, and I according to go with Mike. I feel like I was watching a Toonami ad because it's
Yeah.
similar cadence to the voices he would do.
Funny. So here's the thing about this movie: the special effects are actually pretty good, except
Mostly
for
good.
I do want to take umbrage that you referred to Lacey Chabert as a CGI monkey. I think that's very rude of you.
How dare you?
how dare I?
Sorry. Okay, so the special effects.
I
So
have
they
to see which one
introduced
that
that
was.
CGI monkey, and it's just it's almost like the offspring of CGI Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you could argue it's 1998.
You
Yeah.
could, but I didn't.
It's
I don't
still-
see the necessity of that character. In fact, towards the end of the movie, it's almost like they wrote the thing out of the movie, because at
Wonder
one
if it
point
was
you just
added
don't
in
see it again
post.
anymore. I'm like, oh, maybe it got left behind on that planet and died the
Good
death it
riddance.
deserves.
The best effect in this movie is Joey's character. I can only refer to him as Joey because I can't think of the actual character name in the movie.
It's Major West.
Major West is the helmet,
West.
Yep.
which isn't
Where it comes down.
CG. It's a
practical
painting.
effect.
Practical. No, it's a mix of a practical effect, and
Uh-huh.
when they do the folding,
Uh-huh.
it's a painting. They did each piece individually, so
Interesting.
that's why it holds up so well.
Yeah.
Almost like 20, 30 years later, is because of, for whatever reason, they said no, let's not do CG.
Yeah, some of the CG, like whenever they were in the stasis pods that went over their eyes,
Yeah.
it looked very, very CG.
The best way I would describe this movie, it's a very, very high end CW TV movie.
By today's standards,
Because those
Yeah.
suits kind of feel like a CW, like, let's do these wetsuit foam pad
It
costumes.
it didn't
they look
feel
like
like
the
it
first
didn't
Power
feel like
Rangers movie. The
Yeah.
outfits they had in that, where it's like they're trying to make it look kind of cool and futuristic and bulky and robot-y even, but like
Yeah.
you can tell it's
It's
kinda
clearly
sort of
foam
molded.
or, yeah.
So, who here amongst us had seen the original TV series in reruns?
I had
I had
I
before.
think
this
I've seen
came
an
out,
episode or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, originally it started off in black and white, and then eventually it went to color.
I think I'd seen it
So,
on Nick at Night or something.
in the third season, there's a hilarious episode where they're on this planet of sentient plants,
Mhm.
and Dr. Smith has an encounter with a giant carrot man.
Yes, you do.
of course.
It's
That
a
wasn't
dude in a
Carrot
giant carrot suit.
That's probably not the weirdest thing on that show.
Oh,
I mean,
no. Probably not by far.
So
Yeah.
were there spiders in the original show? Like why
Not that I ever recall.
why
remember.
spiders for this movie? That's my thing.
Why
They
not?
had to have some sort of menace. It's fairly
Yeah.
generic in that respect.
I guess.
But you got to
Uh,
remember too, they mutate Dr. Smith.
there's that too.
So it's kind of it was a plot device more than anything else.
Well, the I think they might be going for the aliens thing because you get that moment of like they're almost like face huggers all
Yeah.
down the hill at them. So
I
there's
guess
definitely
it is
some influential
98.
stuff
So
there.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
this is coming out a year after Alien Resurrection and the special editions of Star Wars, which is probably why the special effects are probably on that tier of the
Same
new effects
level.
added into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So who
Special
saw
edition.
this at the movie theater when it was new?
I
I
do.
did. I enjoyed the
I
heck out of
saw
it.
Yep.
it
that night.
when
I
it came
remember
out. I don't remember if I was at the theater or not. But
I don't
yeah.
remember it. Well, I mean, looking at it through the whatever it was 1997 or 1998 eyes back then, I didn't see all of the things that I saw this time,
Yeah.
just because it was the time that we were living in.
Well,
Yeah, it was
you
just
saw it
pretty
on a
fun,
big
pretty fun.
screen projected.
Yes.
And the visuals probably looked a little bit different. Some stuff doesn't translate very well to HD. I mean,
no,
yeah.
many things do not.
Yep.
Yeah.
If
Those-
you look at
those
the original
B-wings are
Star
pretty cool.
Wars in HD, you're like,
It's
Yeah.
better a little fuzzy.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yep.
But
it's
those
better at a
B-wings in
TV screen this big. Yeah.
that spaceship fight at the beginning was still pretty cool. And
Oh,
of the
yeah, no,
cool
some of the
camera
eff-
tricks and zoom ins and outs they did of the cockpits. and
Yeah, some
stuff.
of
I
the
mean,
effects were really good, especially the exterior scenes. And some of the CGI stuff was decent. Dr. Smith as the big bug, that one was a little funky.
Okay,
It's
does he
with the
not-
hood on because it's
does
like a
he-
practical effects.
Yeah, that looked
and it
fine.
hides
Better with
it.
the hood
And it
on,
hides
yeah.
it. Does he not, when he's full out, look like Lawnmower Man?
Yeah, yeah. It
Sure.
was that
Yeah,
level of
Yeah,
computer
of like,
graphics.
yeah, like, and again,
So did
you
the
could
monkey.
argue, you could argue it's 1998, but you had had movies like Jurassic Park come out before this.
Well, you go back and watch Jurassic Park, and you can see some of
But
the
even
polygons
then,
in that one too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think that movie holds up better than this, and they at least are trying.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if they should have just waited for
Well,
some of these effects.
You got to
but, like,
remember that
waited.
they are learning the technology while they're
There's
doing
that
this,
too.
and a
Yeah.
movie helps finance future technology. So we'll
that
go
is
back
true.
to Star Wars. They came out with the special editions. They added a bunch of new special effects, which I think were pretty unnecessary.
Yes.
But it was a justification and a way to pay for the technology that they were going to use for the prequels.
Well, it was also to build up hype because there
That
hadn't
too.
been Star Wars movies, and any Star Wars media you've had was either novels or at the
Comics.
time
It
Dark
was an
Horse
Video
comics.
anniversary.
game or two.
Yeah.
there's-
It was
With
the
Lo-
20th anniversary.
With Lost in Space, was there any other media at this
No.
time?
No,
for
because
like
This movie bombed, and
Right.
they didn't have any sequels to it. I
there
mean,
was the show, but that wasn't connected to this.
well,
the
that was
Netflix-
later on
Yeah.
Netflix, and then the original show from the late 50s, early 60s. I mean, between the original TV show and this, I mean, you're talking about almost
Decades.
40 years.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like
Thereabouts.
other than this movie, I've heard this referenced a couple times, and like the robot is like the iconic thing from Lost in Space, the original
Yeah.
series. Like everyone knows what that robot is.
Yep.
Danger,
Yeah.
Will Robinson.
Yeah, and then they
danger.
tweak it for this movie, and it just looked like they did generic. It's almost like in Godzilla, the TriStar film, where Godzilla looks so different. They just wanted to change it to make it look unique for that.
What it
Mhm.
was with this is they're trying to update it, but it was also the idea at the time of making these movies toyetic. Which
Uh-huh.
is what
There's
they
that.
did coming into like Batman Forever, which came out around this time, like a year or two before. And I remember the toys for Lost in Space because I was the age where they were bombarding you with, toy commercials on some of these things. So you had action figures, you had a play set of the Saturn V, or is it Saturn V?
Interesting.
Whatever.
I don't remember
Jupiter
seeing any of that stuff, but I was
Jupiter 2, that's
Yeah.
almost 30,
Yeah.
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that robot, they made it look like that, but then they also homage
Yep.
how
They
it
did the
looks later in
callback
the
to
movie
the dome
Yeah.
Mhm.
head. Yep.
Yeah.
which was cool. And the fact that the kid kind of there's the fun computer graphics when he's like, I'm gonna take over manual control, and he gets in the weird hologram
Uh-huh.
of it, and he's
Yeah.
shooting
Pew,
spiders.
pew,
Like,
pew,
they did
pew.
fun stuff in this movie. But and you can tell they were probably hoping to make a franchise of it, as, the way that it ends and the
Yep.
romances that they set up between West and Lady from Austin Powers. And
I was going to say Roller Girl, but yeah.
Roller Girl, yeah, exactly. Oh, she was always fun. She's
I
apparently
thought
a nice
Amber
person,
Waves.
Heather
Yeah,
Graham.
there's a weird Heather Graham, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
there is a weird tonal disconnect sometimes between like the goofiness that Gary Oldman's putting into Dr. Smith
Uh-huh.
versus what John Hurt's doing with the dad,
Mhm.
But
and how
you,
he's
Yeah.
like always so
but you could
serious.
see that in the original TV
Oh, yeah,
series.
okay.
So Dr.
Yeah.
Smith was very gay coded, very flamboyantly
Oh, yeah.
so.
Ah.
Come to think
Um,
of it, I never noticed before,
yep.
but yeah, okay.
Yep. So
Yes.
he was more of a comic relief character.
Mhm.
He was always very over the top, whereas the dad and the pilot were very serious. They were the serious side of the adventure, and quite
Alpha
frankly, the
males,
women
yeah.
spent most of their time at the spaceship doing women's things.
Cooking.
Yeah.
Yep.
As they
Cook.
should, where
Yeah.
they belong.
Yeah.
It was very traditional in
Watch
that
the
respect.
uniforms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look at the artwork for that stuff, I mean, it is very,
I
very
guess
retro future for the 50s.
it does make it a
Barefoot,
little
pregnant, and in the
uncomfortable.
rocket.
Yep.
A little uncomfortable how much time Dr. Smith is spending with this young boy running
Uh,
around.
yes.
Which no one thought anything about at the time, but
No,
you,
no.
you look
no.
at it now and you're like, okay, that's
You
weird.
know,
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
The whole Dr. Smith spider thing, I'm wondering if someone watched Event Horizon and is like, let's kind of do that, but with like spiders for whatever
Oh
reason.
yeah, I
is
briefly
Event
remember
Horizon
Event
97
Horizon.
or Was
That's
that
so
97
funny.
or
My son
99?
and I were watching that recently, and I can't remember a thing about it.
Event Horizon was basically like a haunted ship in space,
Yeah,
right?
I think all I remember is Alan
Yeah.
Grant just going crazy and spouting gobbledygook and just
You don't
Yeah.
remember Lawrence Fishburne? And
And
speaking of
that
which,
came out like the year after, or maybe the same year as The Matrix, didn't it?
I think Event
somewhere in
Horizon
there,
is
yeah.
99, but that Matrix effect of Trinity jumping and doing her kick at the
Uh-huh.
beginning, I think it was this movie and like a Gap commercial that was on at the time, which is the first time I saw that effect where everything pauses and then the camera spins around it like that.
Event
And
Horizon was 97,
Ah,
okay, so the
So
year
okay.
right
before
before
then.
and The
this.
So
Matrix was
maybe you're right. Maybe
99.
Yeah, it
yeah.
was.
But yeah, that
Yes,
kind of
it
camera
was.
effect that became so synonymous with the
Mm-hmm.
Matrix. I remember seeing in this one they hyper jump and thinking
Hmm.
that was the show was full of a lot of cool at the time sort of groundbreaking effects. Like they were really putting a lot of effort and money into it. I don't know that many of them hold up at this point. But I mean, I've watched it a few times here and there over the years, and even recently, it's like I it doesn't hold up to like today's standards, but as a product of its time, I think it's a lot of fun to watch
Yeah.
still. So
The
because I
Matrix?
enjoy this movie still, Matrix for sure, but I mean Lost in
Oh,
Space
okay.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Lost in Space, unfortunately, like they had this idea that like let's make people remember this older franchise, but then someone in production's like, I really want to do all this new technology. I think that's what hurts film a little bit because it wants to do all these computer graphics. It wants to do
Yes.
the big robot. It
Want to throw
wants to
everything
do
against the wall.
They
and
might
it
have
like it
overreached.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
no one in production was like, hey, let's tone a couple things down. Let's
Yeah,
put
how
a little
about like
more.
actually some good writing?
Yeah, let's put a little more money in the
Yeah.
writing. Let's put
Yeah.
a little more money in
Some
the
of the acting was a little
costumes.
stiff,
Like,
especially at the beginning.
Mm,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, someone should have done something because you got again, some actors are trying. Like Gary Oldman and John Hurt are trying something, and they're very
Oh yeah, I mean, those
like,
are both very good actors. In fact, I
yeah.
thought, quite frankly, I thought that Gary Oldman was the best thing about the movie.
The
Same.
Gary Oldman is that with a lot of movies you
Yeah.
watch, and
Mhm.
he's like usually the best part of it, or at least he's at least memorable. You remember Gary Oldman was in that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
So to
like,
this movie's credit, it had a budget of 80 million, and it did bring in 136. So it did,
so it's not a
at least
Okay.
make
bomb.
money.
It was just a
Okay, but it
bomb
wasn't
to
a
the
big hit.
studio.
Yes, as far as the studio was concerned, I don't know what they made on the toys. I don't remember Lost in Space toys at all. So,
Probably shows you how well they did with the toys then.
there
Yeah.
you
I
go.
just I just happen to remember it because, like I say, I was the age and target demographic almost. But I've always decided though a long time ago that you can enjoy this movie even more and on a whole other level when you consider that this isn't Matt LeBlanc paying this character, it is Joey Tribbiani, and this is just a movie
Exactly.
that he
Yeah.
made that came out in the Friends universe.
There you go.
Oh,
It
That
was
somehow
funny.
makes you
it
much
was
more
the
forgiving of all the little things.
it
in
was
it
the
that-
film he made in between his spin-off.
No, it was an acting gig that he had,
He had.
while he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
on
he starred in a
Right.
Friends.
There you
movie
go.
Yeah.
after they killed him on the soap opera. I
Yep.
had to watch all of Friends, like all 10 seasons of Friends, about 3 straight times when I dated this one girl for
But
3 years,
Mike, did
which
you
is
watch?
fine. But
Nothing's worth that.
Yeah, but Mike, did you watch the Joey
Uh,
spin-off that maybe lasted 2 episodes or however
neither
many
of us
episodes
ever
lasted?
wanted to watch that. But I did also have to watch all 7 seasons of Gilmore Girls with this girl about
Oh,
4 different
crap.
times. So I can
Wow,
tell you
you're
all
making
about
me
my
really appreciate
Listen,
my wife
there's
even more.
sacrifices you make,
Yes.
just
Yes.
So, speaking of toys, I did look on the interwebs of toys, and the coolest
Same.
one that I found was the Fisher Price Lost in Space Jupiter 2 playset
course.
with like the the little Fisher Price toys. So
I bet it looks fun.
that is kind of fun. And there's a lot of ones that homage the original series, and there's that yellow
Ooh.
space monkey.
There's a Smith and Bug mode
Oh
on
yeah.
Yeah.
eBay for $18 in
There is
box.
a helmet that says Lost in Space on it, which looks a lot like the helmet that they had for Star Trek that said Mr. Spock
Oh.
on it.
Hey, they had a Jupiter 2 playset that sold for $250, still in a box.
Wow.
Wow.
Buy it.
No, it's sold.
It's
That's
already
just-
sold.
this
Somebody
is-
scooped it up before you
I-
could get to it.
Bob
I remember
bought
they
it.
had like
so
little.
buy it from that person.
I think they had little.
Yeah, I'll track
3
it
and
down.
3 and
Yes.
3/4 inch.
Oh, here's the
figures that-
Carrot Man.
Oh,
and
did
it
you
literally
find
just
it?
has a yes. Just has a hole in the front for the face.
Yep.
That's funny. Someone saw a Fruit of the Loom commercial, and they're just like, "Let's do the carrot." I think
I
there's a
remember those
carrot with Fruit of
commercials.
Loom.
Yeah, apparently he turns Dr. Smith
Well,
into a plant.
carrots aren't fruit, Nathan, so I don't think a carrot was in.
No, yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
that's
It's
right.
a root.
Dang
It's a
it.
vegetable.
Hey guys, I got to jump.
Okay, what
All
am I
right.
thinking of? There
Happy
is
birthday again, Joey.
there is
Good
there
night.
is
I'll text
there
you
is
what we
an
got
ad.
going on next time.
There is an ad with a carrot person. What am I thinking of now? I don't
Oh
know.
man, we're just dropping like flies here. Hang on
Nobody
a
wanted to
second.
talk about Groundhog Day?
What? Yeah. Oh, what the heck?
Let me adjust my screen here now that we lost some participants.
So I guess moving on to Groundhog Day. Okay, Bill Murray gives that one girl a complex. If she could remember anything. Oh, David's back.
I'm just back so I can change my name
Oh, okay.
before I join a client
There
meeting
you go.
tomorrow.
But he gives that one girl a complex. If she can remember anything,
Good night, guys.
she is
Good
like
night.
gaslights her because he like learns all this information. The day resets, then he's like going out. With
Well,
this
he
girl.
was doing that with a lot of women
Oh.
in this movie.
Oh, he was.
So
Yeah.
they never really tell you how many days he lives.
No, I think someone did the math. Like they mapped out the days or the stuff they imply, and I can't remember how many days it was.
Well, I mean,
something
long enough
like-
for him to learn to play the piano.
Yeah,
I've heard anywhere
yeah,
from like
and-
100
and ice
years
sculpture.
to 1,000 years or something.
Funny.
For him to like how to pick up this many skills and be
Uh-huh.
really good at it. I've heard
My-
all kinds of things, but it was definitely a long time.
My biggest gripe with the movie is you never understand why Bill Murray's or Phil is like acts the way he does. Why, and like his character development at the end isn't really warranted because like I guess he changes, but changes from what versus just being a jerk for. Because
Well, the
Bill
idea
Murray-
is that he
Like-
has to be a jerk so that he can be redeemed.
Yeah.
I
Also,
mean-
like, what they never imply what triggers the time loop. Is it just because he's a jerk and this place is so full of town cheer and hoedown spirit? You know, he's gonna be
Uh-huh.
grumpy about it. Like,
You know,
Um,
movies back then didn't always necessarily have that kind of
And-
answer, which
and
is
that's
fine. I don't
fine.
think it needs it because I think if you did try to explain it, you end up with some answer like midi-chlorians.
Exactly.
That, like, ruins the
Exactly.
You
whole
got
thing.
it.
So it's just it's
Exactly.
a
An
magical time
unsatisfying
loop, and it's
answer.
It's in the magical land of Puxatawny, Philadelphia or Pennsylvania. And,
yeah, wherever, somewhere in
it's
there.
fine.
Yeah, I think
it's like
it's
Scott
in
Pilgrim having a
Pennsylvania.
reason for why everything's a video game. Like it doesn't matter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
It's just how
yeah.
the land is. You know, so
Yep.
it's fine.
Or why in Speed Racer, like the whole world revolves around racing.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
a given.
It just does, you know.
It just does.
But I my one not really gripe, but like it would have been more interesting because like they don't show everything that he's doing. Like at one point he saves the kid. You don't see it the first time, so they imply that there's stuff off screen, which I do appreciate because this movie is kind of like it's snappy, like it. The way it's filmed, and I think it's just a lot of time. It's Harold Ramis.
Exactly. So you got that sort of Ghostbusters
Yeah, but
aesthetic.
like it's
Yeah.
tight knit.
Mm-hmm.
There's
A
character
lot of
full
well-timed gags. Yeah.
well-timed gags, a lot of character moments. You like even the side characters, you're not tired of them. Like you're not tired of Ned every time he shows up. You're kind of glad he gets cold cocked at one point. like I do wish he had that Bill Murray's tie would change every couple to show like because he
How
knows
he
what
has some
different days it is.
agency.
He has some agency, or he's like, you know what?
But he was only
going to
be there for the day. So
That
He-
is
he
true.
didn't wanna go,
Wouldn't
so
it
he
have
only
been, wouldn't it have
brought
been
one tie.
funny if he stole it from someone like off the street? He
Although,
just
yeah,
undid
he could have
someone's
gone to a
tie?
store and just
Or a
got
store.
bought himself. Yeah. a
I
tie.
thought the old man, they're gonna do some weird thing where the old man was Bill Murray.
No.
Like
no,
for
it's
whatever
just to
reason,
show
somehow,
that
yeah.
that mortality is a thing.
Which breaks the rule if you think about it. So they show in it that in the time loop, some stuff he can't change.
Right.
Like he can't change that man will.
No,
die.
there's nothing he can change because every day
But
is
he
a new
change. But
day.
he changes with Rita.
So
the
he doesn't.
point is he changes.
I-
does
oh,
everything
okay.
else
I
change.
guess
He's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
only
then he
thing that
changes.
changes. Everything
And-
else is
and-
constant.
And he has to go through his character arc is that he's a total a-hole, and then he has to learn, and he starts using it to his own advantage and his own gain, where he steals money, he sleeps with women,
Yep.
he eats as much as he wants.
He
Like it's
thinks
all
he may
very
be a
gluttonous kind
god.
of thing.
He's not the
Yeah,
god, but
It's
he is a
there's
god.
he's a god.
there's
I
narcissism involved there, but then what happens is too, he starts thinking like, okay, well, I mean, I just keep repeating this day, so he starts like forcing these good things to happen, where
Uh-huh.
he's
yeah,
saving kids, he tries to save the old man, he's trying to do good things for other people, but the thing is, he's doing it for selfish reasons still, because in his mind, he's only doing this to possibly, how do I break the spell? What am I here to learn?
Yeah.
And he does that all the way up to where he knows, is it Rita, right? He knows her so well, and that he almost forces, he fakes his way into the perfect date to make the perfect night and the perfect relationship, and somehow like that's something that he can't force because she figures it out like every time, right, eventually, and even when they do spend the night together but they don't like do anything physical, it still doesn't work for him. So there's a certain amount of fatalism where he learns to accept himself, he learns to accept other people and to be kind, but without forcing it, and it's only like after that that the spell breaks, when he becomes
right.
more of a happy, healthy, whole person,
Mm-hmm.
but also realizes the fact that he can't change the world around him either. So it's usually a pretty common theme in movies to learn to let yourself go to the universe, kind of thing. That's how
Sure.
I always took
And
it.
with Rita, I think it's partially her character too kind of rubs off on him over time. Where like, because at first he's kind of
Yes,
judgy of her
yes,
because like
very
they don't
much.
know how much time they had before that going to that
They
trip.
work together, but
They work
yeah,
it,
like
but it does seem like she's newer to the job.
yes,
A little bit. So like over time, like her very youthful exuberance of the new job, her having other ideas, kind of rubs off on him over time.
yeah,
The whole time he's trying, and then like, I appreciated that when I was watching it, and I was rewatched a couple scenes. I was like, oh, that's kind of like interesting storytelling. Again, it's Harold Ramis, like
yeah.
showing it, not telling it through the film, because at first like they do not like each other, and over
Yeah.
time, like this appreciation of I guess him like what you're saying, Mike. Like he gradually grows to accept her versus like kind of making fun of her and hitting
she
on her.
she is she is the constant truth in it that does eventually rub off on him,
Mm-hmm.
where at first he thinks he's attracted to her in a little more of a lustful way. He's kind of clever in trying to like get with her or whatever, when he finally realizes like, oh, I kind of fancy her. But yeah, she is the constant truth by which he learns to change.
Yeah, her optimism becomes his north star.
Yeah, better than Larry. Poor Larry is kind of a
Yeah,
creep. He's like, I'll get the Rita, and then he hits on the other girl,
he's like Chris
and
Elliott, who always
yeah,
basically plays a creep. Yeah, so
yeah,
you're right. Yeah. Yeah,
man,
it's but it's a fun movie that just is mostly a premise to set up a bunch of the gags.
Yeah.
But I mean, Harold Ramis is also really good at tying in something heartfelt, something more meaningful.
So
Like he knows the importance of that.
when I first saw this movie in the theater, I think I saw it in the theater, or I would have seen it maybe on VHS because it is a pretty old movie. I don't remember. No, I guess it was 93, right? Not 83. I don't know why I had 83 in my head. But I remember not really caring for it that much, but I think it's aged well.
mm-hmm.
I think it's aged
Yeah.
well.
Well, it's
It,
definitely a classic now. So
oh yeah, absolutely. And what you were talking about a second ago, it kind of made me. And I should probably grab my pipe for this, but it reminds me of the Taoist principle of Wu Wei. You just kind of flow with the nature of the universe. You
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
you let things happen. You're not constantly trying to control the world, which then of course spirals into it being more uncontrollable.
Right, right. On top of the earlier lesson of try not to piss in everyone's face and ruin their day too and
Yep,
be a dick.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
and
just
both
because you don't
things.
get your way, then yeah, you gotta.
Yeah,
Yep.
Right.
That
So
that
there's
that
a
is
weird
very
finding that
often.
balance. Yeah.
Yep. Why people who do that because they're so frustrated with the fact they can't control everything. Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
agreed. So
The
it's a very wise movie in that way, but it's mostly just a lot of fun.
yeah, this is one of the movies where like it holds your attention because you're enjoying the gags, you're enjoying the characters. Like I don't think there's a bad character in this film. Like they're all like they don't overdo it. Like Ned's not overly annoying. He's that one weird acquaintance we've all had that like I went to school with you, but he's there enough and he's memorable enough. There's a Super Bowl ad couple years ago, and they had him and Bill Murray, and they kind of made like a joke about Groundhog Day.
Oh, funny.
I can't remember what it was for, but Bill Murray came back, and he came back. It was for something. I can't remember what it was.
Maybe insurance. Because
That would have been funny if it was. There you go. But like, we've all had that deja vu. We've all had the day where like it's felt like it's repeating, and this one's like to the nth degree of it. Was Harold Ramis?
I didn't get to use my intro, so tell me if you more or less recognize it. Tonight on the podcast, we examine the phenomena of deja vu. That strange feeling that we get that what is happening now has happened before. Tonight on the podcast, we examine the phenomenon of deja vu. So
I was like, what is he
you're
doing?
familiar with the Monty Python in the Flying Circus episode Deja Vu?
No.
Well, if you're not, you should check it
Keeps
out.
on bringing it back to that.
It's
yeah.
definitely one of their better episodes, in my opinion.
But was Harold Ramis in this movie? I was looking for him. So he wrote it, but I didn't see him in it. Like he was
he was the doctor.
Camera,
Was he the doctor?
Wasn't he the doctor? I want to say he was the doctor when he.
Unless we're thinking of some other movie. I'm pretty sure he is, and I think it's when he had gained a little more weight from his Egon days and stuff. So
Maybe it was.
Maybe
I
I'd
didn't. Maybe I'd recognize him with the hair. Yeah, his Egon hair. But the town hall scene reminded me a lot of the Jim Carrey Grinch. Just like because it's very much same energy of like everyone's like, yeah, it's Punxsutawney Phil, and like it's very much that but not to the nth degree. I was like living in a town not quite like we don't celebrate Groundhog Day, but like living in a town where it's kind of like that. I was like, I feel this when there's the air show because everyone's like, there's an air show. I'm like, I don't care, and I can't get away from it because it's right down the street. So when it's air show day, all I hear is zhoo, zhoo, like all these planes. It's like
that sounds like fun.
It's fun when you're not having to work. When
Who doesn't like an air show?
I used to work at a Subway, and I have to yell over the planes.
Oh.
It was bad.
It's like when I lived in Pensacola and the airport was right there. So if you
Oh,
were
nice.
talking to someone outside on the street, suddenly an airplane would go, yeah, and make all the loud noise. So everyone would just politely stop and wait for a second.
Oh, yeah.
And then we just continue our conversation.
We have a municipal airport not too far from here and Bell Helicopter. So occasionally, if I'm in the backyard talking, I have to stop talking, just to wait for the airplane to fly by so I can finish my thought.
Yeah. We're actually close to an Air Force base, just about 20-30 minutes
Ooh,
up.
then your plane's
So
even louder.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, we'd
jeez.
have F-22s flying around, so every now and then you don't quite get a sonic boom, but you get that really loud jet engine not too far, and you look up and there's F-22s or F-16s flying around up there. But no, this movie definitely came out around the time that was kind of there's like sort of the golden age for Bill Murray back around SNL and Ghostbusters.
Yeah, he done Scrooged.
This was like a silver age with I would say Scrooge was kind of silver agey, and then What About Bob was kind of around this time too. And I mean, they're all these kind of classic movies that he made before he started going off to Operation Dumbo Drop or
Garfield.
He started falling off at some point. Yeah, and Garfield as well. And he's got that great cameo in Zombieland. But Groundhog Day is definitely one of his best classics.
Get Smart. He's got a cameo in Get Smart.
As I noted in our text thread, Bill Murray is one of the examples of how you could actually be fairly average looking and have a pretty lucrative career in Hollywood at one point. So if you've ever seen him in Meatballs, when I was watching that movie, I had seen it as a kid in the theater and on TV, but watching it, I was like, man, everybody in this movie is rather average looking. I don't know if any of these people could get these parts past the 1990s.
Right.
It's like, and especially in the 70s and 80s, you had a lot of these folks that were comedians that were on SNL that actually went on to have very lucrative movie careers.
Just look at Dan Aykroyd's like nothing to,
Aykroyd,
or whatever,
Belushi, Chevy Chase. Yeah.
So I was looking up facts about this movie, and so this ended Ramis and Murray's friendship. Like they had an argument on set. This is what caused the falling out. They had some argument on set, and it took like years for them to talk to each other again. Like I think right before his death,
Yeah,
Ramus's death.
basically right before Harold Ramis was gonna, like, he
Which,
went to
yeah,
visit him in the hospital a week before he died or something. Yeah, something like that. That's true.
which is sad, but also it's like maybe that's why. Because I was trying to see if he had a scene in the movie. It's maybe why he didn't have a scene in the movie. Maybe like they just were having too many conflicts, and he just
He wanted to stay 50 feet away from him at all times.
something like
Out of the
that.
video
Like,
village. I
yeah,
wonder too. Crap, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I thought it was that they had a falling out over trying to get Ghostbusters 3 off the ground and
it
everything.
might have been both. They might have been trying to do both.
No, I'm telling you, Harold Ramis was in this movie. He was the medical
I,
doctor.
I
Before he went to
yeah.
the psychiatrist, he met with a medical doctor.
That's right, he did. Was he in movie? Yes, in movie.
I do want to say one of my best favorite Bill Murray moments is in
He's the
Caddyshack,
he's the neurologist. Yeah, you're right.
where they have in Caddyshack. I don't even remember if he says a word in the scene or not. But he's the groundskeeper, right?
Uh huh.
And there's the part where somebody throws a baby Ruth into the pool, and everyone sees it
Duty.
go, Rudy! And they all run thinking it's a poo. And so later when it shows him fish it out and he takes it and kind of looks at it,
Takes a
and he-
bite,
Ugh.
and then that lady faints.
yeah,
No, he sniffs it first, and then he takes a
oh, yeah.
bite of it.
There you go.
Ugh.
There you go.
It wasn't a duty; it was just a Baby Ruth part.
Yeah, but still, everyone's looking at him, and it still makes you cringe a little bit. Great performance. Yeah, Groundhog Day is great.
Yep. No, I thought it was pretty good. So I guess that is it for Grumpy Old Men on Film. I
Yeah.
think
What are we watching next week?
I think
Bob?
we've already yelled at our clouds earlier when we were talking about cancellations.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let us see what we have got on tap for episode number 53.
53.
53.
Are we gonna come back? Are
Shows
we gonna come
almost
back?
as got as many numbers as me.
Are we gonna come back next week, Bob, with pop collars and
Uh-huh.
all that? 'Cause
No, we're
it's
doing
after
all
52?
we're doing all these are all time travel movies this
I
month.
know, but this episode's 52. We
Oh,
gotta get, like, with the
okay.
pop collars and the piping and weird proportions, like it's the 90s all over again.
Oh, okay. You kind of lost me on that one.
So
but-
if you look at the New 52,
Uh-huh.
these like designs, Jim Lee designed a lot of them, and he
Uh-huh.
gave like Superman a collar
oh,
and armor for whatever reason when he doesn't
I
need it. It's
gotcha.
Superman, like it's
he'd
There's
been wanting to
so-
redesign Superman for almost a decade.
and gave
point.
Wonder Woman pants, and then everyone got mad and they got rid of her pants.
Can't check out that Wonder Booty. All right, so next week we have The Time Machine from 1960,
Oh, okay.
Doctor Who and the Daleks from 1965.
Oh, I've watched that one a couple of
Exterminate.
times.
Do what?
But that's the Peter Cushing.
Peter
Doctor, isn't
Cushing.
it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Was he wearing shoes in that?
Well,
Well, he didn't have to wear Nazi boots, so I think he was.
Well, he
There you
wasn't.
go.
If you look at the behind the scenes of Star Wars, he's not wearing shoes.
yeah, he
That's
didn't.
what I'm
He
saying.
wore
He
house
didn't
slippers.
have to wear Nazi boots, so because he actually got to wear comfortable loafers, I believe, as the
Yeah.
doctor. He
and
does have to wear
lastly,
his
Somewhere in
clothes.
Time from 1980.
Oh no! Don't make me watch that. It's sad.
Well,
This is
so
the Christopher Reeve one and Dr. Quinn Medicine one, right?
So yes, it is one with Christopher Reeve. Yep. This was a Joey pick. He
My sister would watch that one, and I'd watch it with her. I'm like, that's how it ends.
and Jane Seymour. Yep, Dr. Quinn, Christopher Reeve, Dr.
Jane
Quinn.
Seymour's a gem, though. I'd fall in love with her back then.
Yeah, I don't think you were on the podcast when we watched the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders movie. She was in that.
What?
So,
oh,
yes,
I
it's
should go look it
terrible.
up.
It's horrible.
It's a terrible movie.
He's,
Even Jane Seymour says it's a terrible movie, and she was in it.
it stinks.
Well, it doesn't sound like it's an Oscar-winning performance.
It was a made-for-TV movie,
Oh.
and it was designed to promote the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. The
Okay.
best thing about that movie, in my opinion, was Ron Chapman, who was a local radio personality, was in the movie. So I was like, hey, cool, it's Ron Chapman from
Texas
KVIL from back in the day.
It's always weird when you see someone that you kind of know from around
Uh-huh.
the show, that you see on your local TV or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
No, man, Jane Seymour in that James Bond. I think it's For Your Eyes Only. where they do a lot of it in New Orleans, and the guy blows up like a balloon at the end, the
Uh
bad
huh.
guy.
Oh,
And
that's the one with
Chris
the voodoo
Solitaire is
guy,
her name.
right?
Yeah,
At the
yeah,
end.
Teehee or Teehee is his
Yeah,
name.
he did 7 Up commercials too. I don't know if you
Teehee
remember
did?
those or not.
I
No.
don't think I know those because
Oh yeah.
this one's a little before my time for sure. But like I've seen it in retrospect. I'm just, what Bond girl is that? Oh my gosh, that's Jane Seymour. And yeah, she's there's something about her. There's her in that. And then speaking of other old movies, I don't know if we've ever done this on the podcast. We should look into it. What's Up, Doc? From like 1976 or so
Uh
with
huh.
Barbara Streisand. And Barbara Streisand in that movie, like talk about a crush. Like if I could go back in time, Christopher Reeve style, like
Nah.
somewhere in time, I would go back and hit 1970s Barbara Streisand for sure.
So the Bond movie you're talking about is Live and Let Die
That's it.
from
That's it.
1973.
Oh wow! I know it's a Roger Moore one. I didn't realize it was
Yep.
that
Oh yeah.
old.
No, I see. I remember seeing these on TV. ABC used to show the Roger Moore Bond films, and for
Yeah,
whatever reason, it was almost always the Roger Moore films.
yeah, yeah. I saw them more than I saw the Sean Connery ones growing up, and then like the one or two Timothy Dalton ones. But and
Someone
then I
really
started seeing
liked.
them in the theater by Goldeneye.
Yeah, her
So,
character was Solitaire. She was a
Yes.
tarot
Ah,
card reader.
Oh,
of
she's a
course.
gem in that movie. It's wonderful.
Someone must have loved Roger Moore. It was like, we gotta really put. We need Roger Moore. I love Roger Moore.
You know
Roger
what? It could have
Moore,
been the Moore films were just less expensive, but
Maybe.
the
except for
Broccoli
Moonraker.
family owns the Bond franchise, so I'm not sure why it would be more or less expensive than any of the other films.
I always loved. I thought Roger Moore had the best rapport with Q, because
Uh huh.
he'd sit there and get in like the confessional at the Catholic thing and be like, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned." And he'd go, that's putting it lightly, isn't it? 007? You know, like they had some great moments together. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So somewhere in time, the time machine from 1960
Doctor
60
Who and the
and
and
Daleks.
Doctor
Doctor
Who and
Who
the
and the
Daleks.
Daleks.
Yep.
Well, all right.
So
So who?
you have access to the show notes, or if you prefer the Sean notes, so that we can try to get Sean to read them. So yep, it's episode 53.
All right. Cool. I'll look forward to it, and I should hopefully have a Delta Magnus to talk about by then.
Well, I've got mine sitting in my pile of loot, but I'm cheap and gonna hold out until the last minute on shipping.
My other pile of loot stuff doesn't come back out until January, so I figure I better just ship them now.
So it is chewing at me to figure out who the guy was who played the voodoo dude.
You sure it isn't your cat?
Well, I mean that would be a familiar. Usually cats are familiars.
That's fair. What do you? What's the DC character? He's got the cat.
Catman.
No, he's got a cat familiar. What's his cat's name's Tikal. What's the character?
Oh,
Starts
Witch
with a
Boy.
W.
Witch Boy.
Clarion. That's
Yeah, Clarion, the Witch Boy. Yeah,
I don't
that was
think
a
I've
Jack
heard
Kirby
of this
character.
He he got a big push in Young Justice.
Back in
He was,
the,
he was a
well,
character in
okay,
that.
so
The
Clarion was
cartoon,
created
a lot of
by
people know.
Jack Kirby back in the 70s. It was called the Witch Boy, and they revived the character as part of the Seven Soldiers of Victory.
That's right.
So, and very often he would run up against characters like Etrigan, which was another Jack Kirby character.
Mike, he has a Batman animated series episode with Etrigan.
Really?
Gone,
that's it.
gone is the form of man.
Bring
I
on
probably-
the human form, Etrigan.
Yeah, I probably recognize it from that because I love all the Bruce Timm animated stuff.
So
Okay,
the actor who played the voodoo guy was Jeffrey Holder, and he was a pitchman for 7 Up. He had this laugh, ha 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 ha,
Yeah.
kind of laugh.
He's
Yeah.
really good in that. It's for your eyes only. It's really
It's for your eyes only. Yep.
yeah, man. And it has
Okay,
the guy from
No. I take it back. It's Live and Let Die, dude.
Oh, is it Live and Let
Yeah,
Die?
Live and Let Die.
I knew it.
No. You. I don't know why you said for your eyes only. I thought I said Live and Let Die earlier.
Oh, maybe I got it confused. Which one of us was right and which one was wrong?
Well, I mean, there's a ton of Bond films.
All the
It's
Bond
a
movies
Bond's
are
movie,
over
you know.
it, yeah, so. But it also has in that guy that plays the main villain is the dude from Alien. and Running Man with Schwarzenegger, and I can never remember his name. But he's a really good actor in a bunch of different movies.
What movie we talking about now?
The main bad guy in that James Bond movie, the one I keep messing up the title for.
Oh, he's
With
in
Jane
Running
Seymour in
Man.
it. Yeah, he's one of his buddies. The one who's like, I don't want to be the only asshole in heaven. In Running Man, he says that.
Ah, I'm digging through the Bond films. We'll
Yeah,
probably
he's the
eventually have
dude
to
in
have a
Alien,
Bond month.
right? I'd be
There
down
you
for
go.
that. One from every era. We got to watch one movie with each
Oh,
each Bond in it.
absolutely. We'll have to have George Lazenby in there, of course.
There we go.
There you go.
All right,
I wouldn't mind, but I could also skip him either way.
There you go. I'm gonna go and finish Cape Crusader because that's out.
All right, guys. Well, we've been on for almost 3 hours, so
And,
I'm
this was without Sean.
and this was without Sean. Well, I know, right?
Imagine if he'd been here to derail us.
Uh-huh.
By now.
Well, I'm going to
Okay.
end the